Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. So then, last episode ended on a thing. It ended on a very not so happy cutscene. It can only get better from here on, right? we are done with World War One. We are done with World War One, right? That portion is over, right? Peace talks are on the table now, or rather, peace is on the table now, right? We're done with that section of the story, all right? Good God! But yeah, as some of you pointed out in the last episode in the comments. And one specific person who also pointed it out, it's kind of like a good thing that I ended up the episode on that specific cutscene, because can you imagine if the send-off cutscene would have been the first thing to start today's episode on? I was kind of wavering around in my head, like, oh my god, I have so much already recorded and everything, this is gonna be a long episode. It's actually, the episodes are pretty long because of the strategic sandbox parts, but yeah, I was already playing in my head around with like ending it right before watching Send-Off, and then I saw the diorama here and I was like, okay, sure, let's do this. Oh god. That was definitely a choice. That was definitely a choice. It was simultaneously a good choice and a very depressing one. But yeah, my god, what a scene. That was a very very depressing scene overall. Overall, this chapter so far has been quite something, but we're gonna talk about that a bit more at the end of today's part, considering this is gonna be the final part for this chapter, and then next time we're gonna jump into the collab and everything. Yeah, I'm wondering what the rest of this chapter is gonna be about, because if peace is now on the table and everything, and, well, Manus was definitely gunning for some chaos in the background, I'm presuming now that peace is on the table, Manus is gonna veer its chaotic head out of the mud somewhere, and we're gonna have to probably deal with that. I mean, there's still a couple of characters that were introduced in the chapter that... well, haven't done really much, so I'm presuming these characters are gonna have a go now for the last 1/3 of the chapter. There's the what was he again? He was a family member of Sentinel, right? Yeah, the gargoyle dude who definitely was saying a couple of things that seemed like they would fit in very well with Manus, maybe, or Manus would at least have a very easy time to manipulate the guy. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to how this chapter is gonna end, because so far it has been a pretty good chapter. It has, despite the depression, it has been a pretty good chapter. And it's been a chapter that has been also based on quite a story that I kinda also forgot about. And someone who pointed that out was Moon Owl on the last episode, who said, you got to that part of the story. Yes. Yes, I did. It felt like the worst was coming when Major Brown said goodbye, and I hated my gut was right. You and me both. You and me both. The way that cutscene was going, I just had this sinking feeling the entire time that something's gonna happen. Especially with the way Brown was wording some stuff, was definitely... It was definitely giving off a message, and I was just like, okay, uh-huh. But anyway, not so fun fact and more like a depressing fact, but Charon, Brown, and the story of his friends are actually based on the book and movies All Quiet on the Western Front, with the main character in the book being named Powell, and the fact that Powell and all of them end up not making it to the end, plus a few more. Honestly, pretty good read for an anti-war book, as the author was an actual soldier who wrote about his experiences on the field. Anyways, enough yapping from me, good watch, and can't wait for you to see the end of the chapter, and then the collab. Hell yeah, gonna be the next thing, of course. Also could never remember Major Brown's actual name, so apologies, and Senti Marsha, my beloved. Oh no. How much deeper does the Yuri go here? But as a quick by the way, as a fun by the way, when I was reading through the comment earlier when I was selecting it, I saw the Senti Marsha thing and I was like, Senti Marsha? What are you talking about? It hit me like 5 to 10 seconds later. I don't know why it took me so long, because I was even making the Yuri jokes last time. Jesus Christ. But can't wait to see how much more the Yuri trap with these two go, how deeper it goes. But I guess the rest of the chapter is gonna have that on full display, maybe. But yeah, what you said about the All Quiet on the Western Front book and movies, yeah, you are, I think, absolutely right about that, because I honestly forgot about that. Well, I only saw one of the movies, and it was because I had to look it up as I was reading your comment, because I couldn't remember which one I saw, because I do know that there was a couple of movies. Specifically, there were 2 movies, I believe. One from like 1930. That one I definitely didn't see. But one was like, shit, I forgot the actual year right now. I think it was around 1980 or 79, something like that. But that one I definitely saw. That one is like a British-American production of the same material, and that's why I definitely did see, like, probably around 15 to 20 years ago at this point on television back then. But yeah, that's definitely it's a good movie. And by the way, I didn't even know about this, but apparently there is a completely new version of the story in movie form. This time actually made by the Germans from 2022, with from what I saw, an old German cast. Yeah, I'm definitely curious. It's obviously also called All Quiet on the Western Front, but yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'm gonna have to look up that movie. It's apparently on Netflix as well. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely gonna have to give that movie a watch, because an old German production sounds very, very interesting. I did glimpse a tiny bit over the like reception of the movie, just in general, just to see if it's a good production or a bad production, just to skim it. But apparently there was some minor like dissatisfaction, I guess, like very minor, with how they handled some material, how some material from the book was adapted, but I don't know specifically what it is. But yeah, if it's just like minor discrepancies, I'm fine with it. But I do need to give the movie a watch, especially because again, it's a full-on German cast, so you know what can be more authentic. But yeah, very, very interesting. And yeah, the characters from the book are definitely based. But by the way, it's very funny how in obviously the story, in the actual story in the book, Paul is the last one who falls in the war. Right, I believe it's also right around the time where peace talks are happening, and here Paul was the second to last one who fell in combat. Obviously, Charon is kind of like his replacement, but Charon, I also, for what I also saw corroborated in the comments of the last episode, Charon definitely does not feel like he is Paul himself, but more, I guess, LARPing as Paul or pretending to be Paul. I mean, Charon isn't awakened and everything, so it's definitely not the same person, right? but yeah, very, very interesting that they just flipped it here for the story and everything. But at the same time, it's also very interesting that despite the fact the person who pretends to be Paul is the last one standing on of the group, and also on top of it is also technically dead at the same time. So very interesting. Yeah, this chapter is definitely quite something with all of it. But yeah, need to see the rest. But anyway, Moon Owl, thank you very much for that very interesting comment and for sending me down the rabbit hole of actually figuring out that there's a new new movie based on that book. So yeah, you gave me something to watch, I guess. All right. Anyway, a long way. Last couple of chapters. Let's see what's left in here. So from 16, huh? An Unfulfilled Prophecy. Actually, are we still on the same... Oh yeah, we are on the same day. It's still the 10th of November, just like 2 hours later. Okay. An Unfulfilled Prophecy. Even now, her tears remain. Oh, good. That's... Oh, the statue. That's a... let's just begin. Let's just begin. Oh boy. Hit me, story. How depressing are we going? Ladislas hasn't spoken a word since news of the ceasefire reached their sanctuary. Yeah, right, that's who I meant earlier. I wonder if he is being manipulated by Manus, or if Manus reached out to the guy. Anyway, he's been kneeling at the altar for days, having eaten next to nothing. Always thin. He now looks more like a jagged stone obelisk than a man.
What am I to do, mon petit chou? You will not so much as touch the biscuits I baked for him. Never have I seen him in such a state.
The woman clasps her hands to her chest, worried but helpless.
Ladislas.
She gently calls out to him.
The war has ended, not as he foretold. It may take some time ere he is able to free himself of his guilt. Cher Ladislas, keep thy heart in the Lord, for he shall forgive us no matter how great our missteps.
What did she say? She said, where was this? Was not as he foretold. Right, as Ladislas? As Ladislas foretold, right? The good and pious woman stops herself from saying more. There's no line of reasoning sufficient to break him from his watch.
Marie, I beg thee do something. One way or another, we all must return to Rouen in the coming days.
She leaves without another word. Sentinel comes to Ladislas' side but has no desire to interrupt his silent prayers. Her focus instead is on the statue of the crying girl.
Ladislas, you foretold that Agnes would return to herself come the end of the war.
She pulls out a handkerchief to softly clean the stone's unmoving face.
Yet she remains unchanged. Is there truly no way to revive our dear friend? Our family?
Is she even alive? Actually, considering that some voice talks to Sentinel the entire time, and I don't think they're pulling the same thing as the previous chapter here, I guess she's still alive? Once again, she receives only a humbling, guilt-ridden silence.
Marie?
She turns to the voice, finding it belongs to the woman that has become a regular visitor to their sanctuary. As usual, she brought food, this time some salami and dried cheese. After handing off these supplies, Marsha marches straight toward her.
What news from the front?
Oh yeah, speaking of the food, I also saw it pointed out in the comments of the last episode that the sustenance that the church was more than likely providing to the gargoyles as they were standing watch over the churches over the centuries, essentially, probably just food, and of course churches were pretty rich. I mean, the church in general still shuffles a lot of money even these days, but yeah, they definitely had way more influence and were given a lot more both leeway and money and donations, especially food donations probably, that would go probably to the gargoyles in this case, in this stories, or this universe's rather setting. But yeah, Yeah, food. And yeah, obviously over time as influence of the church wanes, the sustenance is less. Anyway.
Some troops have already withdrawn. The rest will follow suit once the Armistice is officially signed. Ladislas, he still won't eat?
Just leave him be.
She doesn't let Marsha dwell on the matter, returning to her work, dusting the statue.
If you don't mind me asking, is this statue real?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure how to put this into words properly. It's just that I've never seen her move.
Ah. Now your words are clear.
She gathers her handkerchief and takes a deep breath, the cold, wet morning mist filling her lungs.
This is Agnes, a distant cousin of mine. We share a great-grandmother.
Okay, definitely distant cousin. Interesting. She places her hand on Agnes's stone knee. Oh? What's happening? Oh, flashback?
We took residence together until 1914. Both at our clan estate in the suburbs of Rouen, and in my rented apartment in Paris. When the war broke out, I departed to join the army. Upon returning during my first leave, I found her in the cellar. It came to pass that, in my absence, she had turned herself to stone.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I do hope that it's still her then and not some weird switcheroo that happened there.
She can stay in this form as she pleases?
Only so long as her heart yet beats. Were she to turn to stone from within, she would be unable to restore her body to flesh.
Oh my... Oh God. Oh, you know, this is a crazy thought, but obviously gargoyles are around in this universe, in this game's universe, and they can obviously turn to stone and everything, but also look very human. How many potentially statues of, humans are out there, more than likely, that are dead gargoyles that just turned to stone and fully petrified? Do I even want to think about that? Anyway, let's continue.
But Ladislas informed me of another possibility. He said Agnes's petrification was an extraordinary act of self-sacrifice, and that this sacrifice was also a prophecy. Gargoyles were not to coexist with this war. He said that a miracle would occur, that Agnes would be freed from petrification. I thought it might have been true.
Sounds like something Manus would promise. She glances toward Ladislas, still kneeling.
But I suppose it was not. Agnes has shown no signs of recovery.
There must be another way.
The gargoyle shakes her head, disheartened.
If only there were. If only I knew of one. But there is very little I know of our bloodline. While the young of my kin generally receive a traditional education from within the clan. My grandmother supported my decision to attend a secular school in my youth. I resided in a small rented apartment in Paris for some time, hoping to enroll at Lonsad. That was until the war broke out.
My dear, did you maybe run into someone called Buanish while you were over there? That would be crazy. Sentinel forces herself to look into Marsha's eyes.
This war, well, you have seen the face of it. It takes but one shot to end a life. And this war has hurt millions. friends, family, loved ones. I have lost far too many.
Marie.
Forget it. Tell me, have you yet time today?
What do you want to do?
She wants to go on a date.
Take a stroll. I've spent far too much time in the monastery.
Well, technically a date. When a joke turns to reality. Windmill Plain. After a long journey, they return to the field once soaked in blood.
A pilot?
Their earlier conversation still lingers. Oh, they're playing this music right now? Okay.
Yes, that's what I wanted to be.
Why?
Many knights joined the Air Force at the time. They believed the sky to be the only battlefield that still maintained at least some semblance of knightly chivalry.
Marsha, if you would have become a pilot, I hope your name would have been Red Baron.
It had more than the ground at least. Crawling through mud and digging trenches.
I loathe airplanes. They're exceedingly difficult to withstand from the ground. And the engine noise.
Said the gargoyle that is known to have wings. Anyway, she swallows the complaints, not wanting to sound bitter. Marsha extends her arm over to her friend's back.
Relax, you don't need to fight them anymore. In fact, I'd wager you'll come to like traveling by plane in time.
She says nothing. She turns to the sea of grass rippling in the wind.
Corpses that lay yonder. Did you see them earlier?
No, perhaps Charon had already buried them.
Most likely. He is an interesting fellow, if not strange.
And kind too. Without him, you and I would certainly have fought again at the graveyard. Oh, that reminds me.
I'm just gonna glance over that. Who of the two of you would have pulled the trigger first? Marsha? Suddenly she bends down, rummaging in the roadside dirt.
What?
You threw a smoke grenade at me.
Okay, this is cute.
Hey!
This is very cute. They laugh as they race down the dirt road, feeling more like children than soldiers for the moment, however brief. They come to a halt before the windmill, its colossal gears interlocking and turning like the breath of a slumbering ancient giant. The slow creaking of the windmill becomes the only sound.
Marsha.
Look at that smile.
Are you leaving?
No, I have plenty of free time today.
She doesn't mean today.
Not now. After the Armistice. I know well that the Foundation has tasked you with keeping a watchful eye on me.
It's not exactly like that.
All is well. You may stay. So long as you do not lie. I shall even aid you should you require it. But do not attempt to persuade me to join the Foundation. I cannot abandon my family.
Oh, I just realized as I was paying attention to the text down below, I just realized she's flipping a bullet in her left hand through in the background, like just juggling it. Anyway.
I know that. I'll be leaving after the armistice is officially signed.
Horses?
It comes from the windmill.
Sounds like a horse to me.
Yeah?
A horse.
They cautiously approach the windmill's entrance. What is this goofy music now? Sentinel moves ahead of Marsha, turning her body sideways, and hardens into stone to give a weighty push on the door. That is a horse. Was the horse in a windmill? It was a war horse.
Wow, what a beauty!
A horse indeed. What brings it here?
Well, it was definitely someone's. Oh, that's what that's where the scene ends. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, a star. Okay. What is this? Entrusted visions. People then as now nurtured dreams worth sharing. Open the letter. A letter from home. My dearest cousin Ladislas. Okay. How often thou art in my prayers, I trust with all my heart that Italy hath already begun to feel as home unto thee. I am told the folk there are warm of spirit and generous of hand. Okay, I can well believe thou hast found many a kindly friend upon thy path. Marianne and I do prepare for a journey into Austria, and our hearts Austria again, and our hearts are full of longing. For there lieth, as thou hast spake so oft. Oh God, this is so hard to read. As thou hast spake so oft, the very heart of the new art. I yearn to lift mine eyes onto the golden tracery crowning the Secession building, whilst Marianne doth dream of wandering through the galleries and little shops of the Wiener Werkstätte. We have set our minds also upon the Karlskirche. Okay, that's this in the background. the Karl's church. Fischer von Erlach's great Baroque church. Oh, I should have kept on reading. They say its 19 stained glass windows shine as jewels, and its nave holdeth a majesty not soon forgotten. Should any sketches from our travels serve thy studies, it would delight me to send them forth. Our past words dwell yet within me. Marianne telleth me, my God, this writing style. Marianne telleth me ever of the new age dawning, of electricity lights supplanting the gentle glow of candles, and of the darkness of our nights fading away. Yet, dear Ladislas, I still feel the nearness of the old ways. This age of machines had left many unsettled and without refuge. Soon they shall crave a quiet place wherein to kneel and seek God's comfort and counsel. Then do I call to mind thy words, and my heart is moved that our prayers must rise above the clamor of industry. And so do I begin to dream, with thee in my thoughts, of a church of this new century, yet still a haven for the soul. Though our cousin smileth at such fancies, her words have sown new imaginings in me, and I have begun to set them down in drawings. Mayhap to raise such a place would take 10, even 15 years, yet it comforteth me to picture thee by my side when the time cometh, helping to bring our visions to life. Thou art ever in my thoughts and ever in my prayers. With all my love, Agnes, April 2nd, 1914. So yeah, this was right before the war. Okay, so they were either a pair or they were a merging pair, or at least, okay, yeah, in love or something, or maybe even, I don't know, because isn't he a priest? I don't know how it was handled back then. With, I know that most Christianity in Europe, or pretty much in all of Christianity in Europe, priests don't actually marry, so I don't know how this would have been. Anyway, interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a personal stake for the guy in this whole thing, which is probably why he's so depressed that she actually didn't wake up after peace has now finally begun and the war is over. Okay, yeah, he definitely has a very heavy personal stake in this whole thing. All right, what's in the sandbox? What do we have now? Okay. Only 3 things, huh? First, the note. The end of this war was not as foretold, and so the peace they had longed for is greeted with great unease. Yeah? Hello, Kakania. Dispatch from a former knight. I hope you'll pardon my unsolicited letter. I understand that you are a psychotherapist who uses arcane skills to treat patients. The front has many soldiers suffering from shell shock, and innocent civilians have been affected as well. I believe they need your help. To idealistic doctor. Good God, Kakania, if you send her to the front, she is not gonna stop working for years. That's a lot of patience. I remember reading about a great war in a book I borrowed from Marcus. Is this the war? It feels even crueler than what I've read. So many people trapped in the gloom with no path forward. The storm brings chaos, but war is a man-made disaster. If my treatment can help even a little, I'll gladly offer it. Yeah, it will definitely help. That is definitely for sure. Alright, Sentinel. All is well, you may stay so long as you do not lie. As the Armistice nears, Marianne returns to the monastery. Ladislaus, disillusioned by how the war defied prophecy, kneels at the altar in regret and refuses food. Marianne tries to speak to him, but he only offers silence in return. Later, Marsha returns, bringing food and vital intel from the front. After exchanging updates, the two decide to take a walk through the windmill plain. Right. Oh, there is one more thing. I didn't even see that. All the way up here. Young man. Did you hear that? The shelling outside has stopped. People are saying the nations have decided to sign an armistice. The war's ending. Ah, it's a miracle. My prayers were finally heard. Are we allowed to go home now? My kid's still waiting for me to come back. I can go back, right? It's safe now, isn't it? Wait, this has to be a trap for the military. They're spreading fake armistice news to lure us out, then draft us as reinforcements. It doesn't matter. I'm leaving anyway. There's no food left here. Yeah, this also sounds like a actual story that could happen in the war times. People who hide away from the war in like very secluded areas, very isolated areas. I mean, yeah, right. Wasn't there? Yeah. There was a story of that. Was it a Japanese soldier? I think it was. I think it was a Japanese soldier that from World War II or something was like stranded on an island, and he was just hiding out there, and he never knew that the war ended, and he was just hiding until someone found him all of a sudden one day. Like, can you imagine that? Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let's see where we're going from here then. Serenity on the wind. Well, this still looks wholesome. If only this war had never begun. I mean, yeah. Okay, how wholesome is this now?
Here, come on out. That's a good boy.
The horse seems to naturally gravitate to the knight, drooping its head to brush up against her.
Oh my, Marie. Look at his beautiful coat. Not even the colonels have such handsome companions.
Interesting. I wonder whose horse this is. If it's such a beautiful looking one, it feels like it belongs to someone.
He seems to have taken a liking to you. Can you ride?
What sort of question is that, Marianne? You are talking to a knight.
Even without a saddle, she mounts the horse with ease.
Come on, take my hand. I'll give you a ride.
Just reduce the rocks on your body, please. Yeah? After a moment's hesitation, Sentinel takes the offered hand and finds herself on the horse's back as well. Oh hell yeah, I was about to say give me a picture of this.
Perfect for a gallop, but I'm worried you might fall.
Let me off then. Enjoy it yourself.
What fun would that be? Come on, just hold on tight.
Okay, this is cute. The cuteness continues. Again, can you imagine? Can you imagine if I would have started today's episode with the gunshot and then this right after? This is a good start. This is a good start. I'm dreading how the chapter is gonna end, but this is a good start for today.
Giddy up! Hey. I can't believe you don't know how to ride a horse, but I can teach you. Just think of them as oversized hunting dogs.
Oversized hunting dogs, sure.
I'll come find you after you move. How does that sound? Where will you be if you're not staying with your family?
Perhaps Paris? My mind is yet made. But wherever I am, I should like to open a clothing store.
Then you better choose a store name I'll recognize right away. No, you'll become so famous that it'll take no work to find you. Could you make a parade dress for me?
I have never before made such a dress, but I shall learn for you.
Wow! A parade dress tailor-made for me by a famous French fashion designer. It's like a dream come true.
I am grinning so much right now. Alright. Alright, this is very adorable. This might be the first moment of true peace. Oh god. Yeah, they felt since the war began. The horse grows tired. They dismount to let it roam and feed on the tall meadow grass.
What of you? How may I come into your contact? The Lord only knows where the Foundation will send you once this is ended.
Don't worry, you can have a room in the coffer. In the suitcase.
You may be right. The fight against Manus Vindictae isn't over. But don't worry. I always find a way to get in touch with you.
I don't know why the thought just, as she's saying that, why the thought just went through my head of Arcana and Sophie in the windmill just looking out the door. Sophie going, now? Not the right moment. Let them be for now.
I do not wish to judge your decision, but do all you can to stay alive, Marsha. Do not make a martyr of yourself.
Why the sudden sentimentality, Marie?
If all this, when all this comes to an end one day, I hope to see you again.
Aww.
Me too.
Aww. Wow, they're really going hard with this.
I will pray for you, though I am uncertain if my voice will be heard. I am nothing like Agnes. She is an angel descended from heaven. And I am...
The gargoyle keeps her eyes hidden in the shadow.
Never mind.
Oh, horsey? The communicator's noise startles the nibbling horse. It lifts its head and bolts into the distance.
Ah, there he goes.
It's almost like the horse got reminded of something or where it needs to go when it heard the beep instead of being chased away by it. She picks up the device. Again, it's an anonymous caller.
Marsha, we need you on the front immediately. I've already sent you the coordinates.
Ah, this guy.
Bring the gargoyle if she's willing.
Who are you?
We'll meet soon enough.
Are you gonna finally see the guy? If they're meeting up, are we finally gonna see how he looks? Okay, well, this was a quick one. Well, Sandbox, let's see what you have. Okay, I see a dispatch, sure. Let's see this. To to J, 12 Squad. From 12 Squad. We've heard you've accepted Commissioner Irene's mission to deliver a declaration of force. Huh, okay. Before that, we'd like you to head to the windmill plain and discreetly locate a former knight. As a fellow knight, we trust you'll complete this task with ease. To Wolf Knight of the Federation. Federation Foundation. Okay. They sent Jay specifically? Interesting. To find Marsha? This wide plain is so lovely. You'd never see this kind of view in the concrete jungle of Hyde Street. Still, this terrain isn't ideal for motorcycles. Better find this lady knight quickly and head back. If I do get spotted, let's just hope she won't be startled by the gear I'm wearing. Alright, formality's sake, may the peace be with us. Okay, Jay. Okay. Node. A beautiful horse gallops across the meadow under the shadow of the windmill, carrying Marsha and Marianne on his back. A moment of fragile beauty away from the horrors of war. Poetic. Marsha, I'll come and find you after you move. How does that sound? At the windmill plain, the two finally find the chance to talk, not just as soldiers, but as ordinary people. Marianne shares her dream of one day running a clothing shop in Paris. Marsha admits that she will likely be reassigned soon, but a sudden burst of Marsha's radio ends their brief repose. A message calls her back to the front without delay. Okay, and nothing more. Yeah, that's all. Alright, same day, just minutes later. The Armistice. Okay, we're back in town. That's a lot of people from all sides. Delegations, I'm guessing. And Foundation members present? Okay. History will remember this day. And this is a battle stage. Well, that's fun. Half an hour earlier? Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't like how this starts.
Yes, Herr Chancellor. The delegations have arrived in Montpellier. The armistice will be signed before dinner time. Understood. We will be sure to serve a simple but delicious dinner. And of course, all journalists granted entry will be carefully selected.
Sir Georg hangs up the phone dryly and with full confidence before checking the ceasefire memorandum once again.
No problems so far.
He picks up a fountain pen and sketches out his signature over and over again. Each loop of the pen is taken with utmost seriousness, aware of the gravity it will soon hold. Another impatient ring, and the tip of his pen slips, leaving the letter O in a rather unsightly shape. Okay. The guy is a perfectionist, huh? If something is out of place, he immediately gets pissed, angry. At least that's how it feels right now. But the call isn't on his phone. It's the one on his assistant's desk. Which thankfully means it isn't his concern.
What are you waiting for, Friedrich? Pick up the phone already!
The assistant, buried in paperwork, fails to react to the ring.
Pick up the phone, you hear? Damned! I still fail to understand why they would assign me a deaf sloth as an assistant. I'll have you fired the moment I set foot on the fatherland.
Georg storms over to the assistant's desk to scold him. Jolting alert, the assistant grabs the receiver.
That's more like it.
To Georg's surprise, his assistant then immediately puts the receiver down. Okay.
That was an awful racket, sir.
How dare you!
What the fuck? The man checks his watch, paying no mind to his superior.
I have more pressing matters to attend to. Yes, it's about time.
Oh, is this guy from Manus Vindicta or something? He stands up, picks up the receiver again, and hangs it up once more without a word.
What? Explain yourselves this instant!
Huh. I owe you no explanation, sir.
Who could that be?
Come in.
You!
Okay. Shit is happening. We had our moment of peace. Shit is going down. All attempts to reach the investigators sent to Hill 299 have failed. Oh yeah, right, I forgot about those two that were sent out there, and then more people were sent after them. Kreos puts his communicator down, pauses, then tries again, this time calling Hound. But only Static replies.
No response, either.
Kreos watches the passing politicians with growing unease. They don't flinch under Kreos' gaze. In fact, they don't seem to pay him any mind at all. Their limited time is devoted to the pressing matters of peace. Paravian exits a nearby building and makes his way to Kreos.
Sir, a new batch of counter-arcanum devices has been deployed, as instructed.
Good. Any contact from Meryl in the past 3 hours?
No. She's probably still on the front. There's a lot of celebrating going on out there.
Apparently Meryl is getting drunk with the soldiers. Kreos tries the communicator once more, this time calling a different squad member. Static.
Something's not right.
Yeah, that's a lot of interference. Oh yeah, speaking of communication devices, one of you pointed out, and yeah, they did, because I was saying in the last episode that I couldn't remember if there were like shortwave radio devices and everything. Yeah, there were shortwave radio devices around World War I and everything. Just pretty much like I was suspecting, they were really not used a lot in war deployments. Especially because those devices were very cumbersome back then. But yeah, radio was around, just not too far spread. Oh, good, a gunshot! A shot rings out like a thunderbolt on a cloudless day.
We're under attack!
That's a lot of bullets! Security forces rush into the streets, drawing any wandering delegates inside to safety. Steel-eyed veterans fan out, searching for the gunfire source.
What's the location? I saw them in that house. They're wearing black.
Rip!
I have to.
The young man begins a charge, only to be held back.
Get back here, Parabi! We need to get to the command post and inform all security staff to resume combat positions.
Yes, sir.
Foundation security regroups around the most heavily guarded buildings. Across the street, a man in a jet black uniform exits Georg's makeshift office. Yep, here comes Manus. Here comes Manus. As he walks into the open, he is flanked by soldiers covered in pitch black. So yeah, pretty much Manus was gunning to prolong the war as much as possible to solve more and more chaos, because that's just their thing. And now that the peace talks have actually started, they're gonna try their definitely darnest to actually break off the peace talks and provoke the war to come back.
Finally, no more hiding. The moment of truth has arrived.
He raises a hand and the soldiers around him stand at attention.
Leave a few of the Foundation lapdogs alive. I have something to say to those sanctimonious hypocrites. As for the rest, kill them all.
Okay, this guy is definitely in control. Oh, is this combat transition right now? Just... Oh, the game crashed. I think it was positioning incompetent and crashed. Okay, great. Yup, literally, literally crashed on the battle stage. Okay, enemies. Let's see. Manus Vindictae Scout, a soldier sworn to follow the Guiding One. A single thought runs through the mind beneath the mask. No medal or accolade of mankind's wars could ever rival the glory of the Mother of Resurrection. Great. Trench warfare expert, remote detonation, target coordinates. And Manus Vindictae Rifleman soldier, a soldier sworn to follow the Guiding One beneath the mask, and of his repeated, I lay down my life to pave a path to a brighter future. Great. Taken by the storm, trench defense, relentless firepower, and the rest are Rifleman and Scout again. Okay, gentlemen.
Prierai pour vous.
Well, no text. Let's deal with them.
Le glas funèbre sonne pour toi.
Obliterate it.
No written report needed. They should push your management style everywhere.
Buddy, you did nothing. The ceasefire signing descends into a bloody firefight.
Search every room. Leave no stone unturned.
Every few seconds a heavy, soft thud echoes as something limp crashes to the ground from above. Foundation security offer what resistance they can, the counter-arcanum devices they've deployed, providing them with a moment's respite.
Oh, but keep that signing desk and the documents on it intact. It'll make for a great headline shot. Perfect for the front page of the papers. Now, bring her out.
The soldiers of Manus Vindictae carry out their orders in wordless lockstep. Soon bodies in white and black riddle the streets. Moments later, two soldiers march a hostage into the center of the empty street.
Quiet.
Once again, the assassin-turned-officer raises his hand and checks his watch.
Better late than never.
He strides forward as if he were participating in a triumphal parade. Stopping only a few short paces from the Foundation command post, so near that he can hear the flag fluttering in the wind.
All that endless searching, huh? Well, here we are. You finally caught us.
He spreads his arm wide like a showman.
You might ask, why must things end like this? Why must we kill one another? Do you want to know why? Because our pleas, our pain, our suffering were all ignored by you. Humans started this war, all these wars, and yet you hurled us, Arcanists, onto the front lines like cheap cannon fodder. You have created a world that despises us for our bloodlines and mocks us for our arcane skills. Yet you force us to use those very skills to fight the war machines you built. You humans have sown untold horrors in the name of conflicts created by your own hand. And still, you refuse us even a single scrap of bread in reward. These are the lessons history has taught us. A history of Arcanist suffering that must end!
Alright, the same old spiel. I mean, true, but also, you're not doing Arcanist a favor with this, buddy. He draws a pistol from his waist and toys with it.
So when I heard that Arcanists were uniting, marching under the banner of a formidable army, I caught a glimpse of hope. In fact, it shone like never before. Foundation lapdogs, human scum, mark my words. This war has only just begun. From this era onward, The unjust reign of humanity shall be overturned. All Arcanists from every era shall march under the banner of Manus Vindictae.
Yeah, my prediction of Manus getting more and more powerful now is definitely gonna be correct, right? Because Arcana is back, so they're gonna be way more united. And she's back with more power, so they're gonna be even stronger. And yeah, they're literally forming their own army now, so oh boy.
Until the ultimate, most glorious era arrive!
Oh! A bullet rips through his temple. Rip, buddy. The remaining soldiers drop where they stand.
Who did that?
Good question. Kraus?
Lapdogs, eh? Couldn't come up with anything more original?
Him. The stray hound at last returns. This music. He marches straight through to the command post, kicking the fallen Manus Vindictae officer's corpse for good measure. Damn!
Command post clear now.
Oh, he handsome! I honestly expected a more grizzled guy from the way he was talking at his portrait. Damn! The door swings open, security staff cautiously scanning for trouble. Kraus stands inside, waiting.
You're late, Yemalai.
At least you're not dead.
Oh, does he not get a full 3D model? Or, sorry, live 2D model? Yemalai bogs. His voice, like his face, carries a permanent smirk.
You won't always have someone around to cover your ass, Kraus.
As always, Kraus finds it easier to simply sidestep his insubordination.
What have you found?
Long story short, we're a step behind the Manus. They've got an army, launching an assault on the front lines as we speak.
What accent actually does the guy have? He sounds Scottish, right?
We're talking about a force the size of a traditional brigade, possibly even two. They're hiding out beneath Hill 299, and every one of their soldiers is an Arcanist.
Hill 299. Any news on Charles and Amanda?
He lets the swagger drop from his voice.
Yeah. They're both dead.
Rip.
But they did leave behind some critical info. Turns out Manus Vindictae's built a colossal, full-fledged underground fortress inside Hill 299.
Damn! Okay. They were definitely cooking something in there.
That's where all these Manus troops have been coming from. The ones here in the safe zone and the ones sent to eliminate the human soldiers at the front.
Did you carry out the other order?
Yeah. I've sent the request for reinforcements and your frontline contingency plan to headquarters. All available Foundation personnel in the region are moving towards the designated locations on the front. All except Meryl. I haven't been able to make contact with her.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is she fine? Or did she actually get just drunk with the soldiers and knocked herself out in in the trenches with them? Kraus nods, an understated gesture of approval. He says nothing about Meryl's radio silence, as if he had anticipated all along.
You really gonna do this, huh? This so-called frontline contingency plan?
I don't think we have much choice.
How are we gonna deal with Hill 299? It came out of nowhere.
Every plan has its surprises. We'll deal with it.
Just call a tiny little angry German blonde chick who can fly and let her nuke the hill.
Follow me. We're going to the front lines. You can fill me in on the details on the way.
Alright, interesting. Oh, we have a new conch. Okay, dog whistle. Well, let's hear it.
The lapdogs are barking again.
Woof.
Their masters remain quiet, for the most part. And you know why. But silence gives no orders. So the masters whistle. Just a pitch, no words. And so no words are heard. Only the baying of dogs.
What do you mean I know why? You sound like a soldier I know. Interesting responses here. I'm gonna go back to this just to hear her second response, but let's go with what do you mean I know why?
Perhaps you've forgotten the words echoed in that cave, darling. Never mind.
Uh-huh, cave.
Forgetfulness can be a mercy, especially in this dark fight.
Are we talking about the cave, proverbial cave from back on the island, or just the cave from back on the island?
If only these hounds would forget their training, then perhaps at last, the barking would stop.
Okay, well, let's see the other response.
And so, no words are heard. Only the baying of dogs.
Okay, you sound like a soldier I know.
How dare you? Do you think I should speak like some slick-talking veteran?
I was thinking it. It's gonna be a reference to the veteran. Actually, very funny. She even calls him veteran, which is funny.
I'd slit my throat myself if I so much as uttered a word akin to those devils.
Okay, maybe she's just talking about veterans in general.
They're bastards, abominations, every last one of them.
Holy shit, she's going off.
Please accept my apologies. Wounds are hard to heal when they are torn open time and time again.
Oh god. Okay, this went a completely different way on that response. Holy shit. I'm sorry, ma'am. Okay? Alright, well, Sandbox. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, we have something up on or close to the hill. I'm gonna leave that for last. First, let's see what's down here. Dispatch. Okay, hi. How's it going, fair buddy? From Iride. Reading through the Xeno Cadet's reports, it's clear our current forces aren't enough to face Manus Vindictae. Though some commissioners are hesitant about deploying animal-based units, in desperate times they may be our only option for certain special missions. To animal friends. Very funny. Would you look at that? Who would have thought the Foundation would turn to squirrels and penguins in their time of need? What do you figure they want? A couple of tactical assault penguins guarding officers? Kowalski! Or maybe they need a rodent to get the lowdown on classified intel? Heck, I just barely survived an Antarctic flood. I reckon I don't need any more crazy experiences before I turn 12. Wow, you're young. I forgot. Right, squirrel. Hold on, ain't nobody told me the Foundation was offering unlimited peeled chestnuts, pine cones, and vet services in return. Let me think on it. You are being paid off. Alright, let's see. 12 Squad. Just as Manus Vindictae forces begin their attack on the besieged Monpa safe zone, Hound Yermalai arrives on the scene. He eliminates the enemy commander and drives the Manus forces back. With the immediate threat neutralized, Yermalai and Kreos move toward the front. Yermalai's investigation reveals that Manus Vindictae has formed an army, although the exact location of their troops are still unclear. It is confirmed that a particularly threatening group is centered on the fortification around Hill 299, their sudden appearance raising the stakes of the conflict. Yeah? Oh, wait, what? Trying to... There we go. Node. Manus Vindictae forces strike the safe zone, turning the site of the Armistice into one of violence and slaughter. Yeah? Manus Army. The Manus officer who had been hiding in plain sight while posing as an assistant to political delegates finally makes a move. As world leaders gather in Monpad to sign the Armistice, the officer seizes the opportunity and calls in a sudden military strike. In an instant, Monpad turns into a battlefield. Caught off guard, the Foundation's security team struggles to respond. Manus Vindictae quickly takes control, aiming to stage dramatic scenes that can be broadcast across the world. Their goal is to spread their beliefs and ignite more wars, all to usher in what they claim will be a glorious new era ruled by Arcanists. Just as the situation worsens, Hound from the 12th Squad arrives in time to cut the attack short. Even so, Manus Vindictae still has plans in motion. Yeah, pretty much the whole thing that I was saying earlier. They're pretty much trying to sow chaos because building armies and getting more people to their side. I mean, yeah, if they show literally the world what Arcanists are capable here and spread the propaganda for more Arcanists to join their side, they can literally use this as a recruitment tool, essentially. Kraus, follow me. We're going to the front lines. You can fill me in on the details on the way. Kraus, now serving as the Foundation's frontline commander in Montpa, feels no sense of relief even with the Armistice on the horizon. The investigators sent to Hill 299 failed to report in and have not responded to any attempts at contact. It's clear that something dire is happening there. His suspicions are confirmed the moment the first shot is fired, as Manus soldiers launch a sudden attack on the safe zone, nearly overpowering the Foundation security team, but as the situation reaches a breaking point, Yermolai arrives and eliminates both the enemy commander and the attacking troops. Thanks to his timely intervention, Kraus is able to reach the front and assess the situation. Which, again, crazy how this one guy actually eliminated an entire squad or whatever was left of the squad inside of the safe zone by himself, which is crazy. Anyway, what do we have here? A scrap of a medic's journal. Someone once said that war is diplomacy at its worst. No, yeah. Checks out. The shift from war to peace is never linear. It spirals, doubles back, filled with contradictions. It's a lot like how diplomacy works. Everyone's hoping for the armistice to be signed, but maybe once this war ends, new battles will start elsewhere. Old flames might be reignited by human hands. Maybe nothing will change. Even so, when I look at these dying soldiers lying in their beds, I feel we still need to believe that true peace will come. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, one war ends and then somewhere a smaller conflict breaks out. That's sadly how it goes. That is sadly how it goes. Okay, where are we? A false dawn. Okay, same day, just a couple of hours later. The trenches. Marsha, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Sentinel. Kraus, I guess we'll see in a sec. Where the hell is Meryl? Only the dead have seen the end of war. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that sound?
That's gunfire, buddy. Rudolf has set about packing his things. Like many in the trenches, he doesn't have much, but his greatest treasure is a pile of manuscripts and notes. He lifts his head. A pale look glints behind his glasses.
What are you standing there for?
They're firing again.
So? Surely you're used to it by now.
The rumble of artillery had become so familiar to them that its return is barely noticed.
But isn't there supposed to be a ceasefire? I know it isn't official yet, but there's no point in firing now, is there?
Yeah, he didn't even register. Now it's starting to hit, huh? Eri draws in a sharp breath. A low, ominous whistle follows.
Scheiße! In Deckung!
All at once, the quiet of the front erupts into fire and fury. The impact of the explosions shakes the trench lines in unyielding waves, the blasts spraying mud and earth in every direction.
Verdammt! Is everyone gone mad? Diese alten Säcke! I thought they were supposed to be negotiating peace!
Why? Why are we fighting again?
Rudolf sprawls out on the ground trying to find his baggage. which has been scattered in the blast. Clothes, notes, and cans are buried in loose dirt or carried off in the air.
No! Forget that rubbish! Get inside!
Eddie forces the bespectacled soldier into a dugout, then forces him up the parapet, peering over with his periscope.
Scheiße! Scheiße! Who in the hell is attacking us?
Oh, those are Mono soldiers! Those are Mono soldiers, they're coming!
I don't know. They're not even wearing blue. They're all black.
Good God, this music right now.
You're right. Are they wearing masks? Can they even see through them?
The flank!
Scouts and messengers dash in every direction, alerting everyone they can reach. Alerting everyone they can reach off the attack.
I don't know who or what they are, but they're coming from our flank!
Verdammt nochmal!
A stray bullet shatters his periscope. He tosses the device down with a stream of curses. He grabs a messenger by the collar.
All men from the 2nd Company, assemble! Focus fire on enemies in black uniforms!
Oh, and we go to combat. Okay. Ooh, hello, 5. Uh-huh. Who are we? That's a lot of soldiers. Manus Benedicta is scout. Grenadier. Rifleman, Grenadier, Rifleman. Scout, Glory. Okay, that one I read. Grenadier. Soldier sworn to follow the guiding one. A deep resolve burns behind its mask. That each life claimed by their grenade strikes a blow against mankind's hegemony, even if at the cost of life or limb. Great. Breach preparation. Thrower's march. Okay, and the rest is normal. Oh boy, well, let me set this up. Okay, this will have to do for now. I don't know, I didn't know who to put in the last slot, so I was like, okay, fine, sure, let's put her in there. Why not, considering Daddy's at the front? Alright, let's see. Holy shit, that's a lot of... Uh-huh.
Where are our men?
It did the thing again like last time. What? Why do these scenes now freeze the first time they're happening? Whatever.
This is all I could find. We've been caught off guard. Everyone's confused.
Snap out of it! Scheiße! Don't you see what we're dealing with here? Get to your positions, boys. Fire! You hear me? Fire! Send these Scheißkerle to hell!
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen someone on the last 2 episodes mention that that the soundtrack of this chapter, I presume it's this theme that plays during battle, that it's very reminiscent of some Battlefield 1 music. I've never really played that game, so I wouldn't know, but interesting. Okay, let's see.
My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Doom of a...
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Schmerz betrifft die Toten
Peace and
nicht.
quiet. Get the wounded to me!
Oh.
Stand strong! The Foundation's reinforcements will arrive soon!
The Foundation?
We stand together as brothers in arms!
Hell yeah. Alright. Reinforcements are arriving.
Get ready!
We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Just believe. Just believe.
Wait for the pop!
By God's grace. Now is the time for repentance.
Vater! Verzeihen Sie mir.
Charon is collecting. Alright.
Are there any injuries? Just give me a shout. I'm here to help. The
first assault breaks against the renewed defenses. but the black-clad soldiers seem numb to their losses. They advance in rigid order, stepping over the dead and dying.
Have they lost their minds? They just keep charging right into our gunfire.
Harry steps down from the parapet to relay orders. In every direction he sees his comrades lying wounded. Only yesterday they had begun to believe their fight was over, but the rattling barrage has shattered their dreams. A new war has begun. Yeah, and this one is gonna be crazier.
Look, the mist! What the hell is going on?
Rudolph hasn't reported back. Concerned, Eddie begins to search the dim trenches for his friend, only to bump into a striking figure in a white uniform.
Are you the captain of the 2nd Company?
The man speaks with a gravity of command that Eric still has yet to find.
I am. You're with the Foundation?
Kraus nods, articulating the battle at hand in an organized manner.
I am Kraus, the commander of the Foundation personnel stationed in Montpellier. This is an emergency situation. Manus Vindictae invaded the safe zone. We neutralized the threat there, but now they're on a mission to kill every human soldier on the front lines.
Every human soldier? You mean including those on the other side?
Oh yeah, they came from the other side. They probably... Oh wow, they probably neutralized the French on the other side already. Holy shit. He struggles to find sense in the words. Kraus pats the soldier-turned-captain with a firm and steady grip.
If you're willing to give up this position, follow me.
I couldn't give less of a damn about positions, but where are we going?
To a hill. In a nearby section of trench.
Anyone still standing? Help me clear this bunker.
The field medic arrives in sync with the rest of the Foundation's team.
Doktor, mein Bruder! Ist verwundet! Bitte!
Bring ihn zu mir.
The soldier hauls his wounded comrade to the makeshift aid station. The man's leg hangs limp, soaked in dark red blood. Yikes, Rudolph!
Easy. Put him down here. I'll patch him up. Have you seen any other Foundation personnel?
I think I saw one. A redhead.
Good. Go tell him we need medical supplies. They should have brought plenty from Montpellier.
Right away.
Next to them, another soldier clutches his thigh, gasping for breath. Only a moment passes before yet another man is carried in. Marsha makes a brief inspection and returns to the soldier with the injured thigh.
I'll stop the bleeding first.
What about him?
He's dead. Now, relax and try to stay with me.
Oh, rip.
He's dead? No!
Ouch!
Himmel, it's over! I'm dead! I'm dead!
Buddy, if you're feeling the pain, you're alive.
No, you're not. Not today, anyway.
His vision blurs. For a moment he thinks he sees a soldier in a grey and blue uniform.
Is that...
No, you're probably seeing Sentinel somewhere around. Then he blacks out.
Update? Have you located Kraus?
He's somewhere in the trench. A soldier spotted him.
The man soon appears before them. With solemn deference, he nods to the sniper he once pursued.
I didn't expect to run into...
Save the pleasantries.
The response is blunt.
Marsha made known to me the situation. The Foundation ought to have a sure plan, having requested me to join her. Speak then. What would you have me do?
Kraus adjusts his tone to match.
The frontline soldiers have little experience fighting enemies with arcane skills. If they stay here, it's only a matter of time until they fall to the Manus. I'm going to move them to a safer strategic position. However, Enemy forces on Hill 299 have us pinned down in the trenches. Manus Vindictae has turned it into an underground fortress, housing an estimated 10,000 troops. They've even...
10,000? Did he say that earlier? He said that it's an underground fortress. 10,000, Jesus.
Artillery on the hillside. Retreating under that kind of fire would be a death sentence.
Eliminate the threat from Hill 299. Then withdraw the troops from the front. This is the Foundation's plan?
Not the Foundation's plan. Not yet, at least.
This is Kraos' plan. An icy restraint condenses in the man's eager eyes.
This is my course of action.
Yep.
How do you intend to do this? Even with an army of 100,000 at your command, to take a fortified high ground under artillery fire is no surety.
I know. That's why I need your help.
Kraos stands solemn and sure, though he knows how absurd his request sounds.
Such an act is to walk into the valley of the shadow of death. What difference would be made if I lent my aid or withheld it?
That was a poetic and very famous line.
If I recall correctly, gargoyles are insusceptible to poison gas.
That's correct. So?
Oh. Oh no, here comes the nerve gas. Is that his plan? Does he want her to wander into the bunker, into the fortress, and spread chemical agents? Because she's immune to it and she's just gonna walk out? Oh god.
So we may be able to take a subtler approach. Please, come with me. My subordinate will give you the details.
Oh my god. Well, that's a plan if that's the case. Alright, we have a star. Amid the chaos, can you hear it? The low hum that comes before a great change. Plunge into chaos! A recent report on Manus Vindictae. Reports continue to arrive from across the globe concerning Arcanists operating under Manus Vindictae. A complete list of names and locations can be found in the attached appendix. These individuals have been gathering in coordinated cells, their training evident. Given the efficiency and precision of their attacks against human military forces, it is no longer accurate to call them merely an organization. They are, in fact, an army. Each morning I open what feels like 10,000 urgent messages clamoring for my attention, with still more pleas for reinforcements. Our office has been working without pause. Fatigue has dulled even my anger. Nothing surprises me anymore. Not even reports of skirmishes between warlords in the Eastern Territories. At times I am tempted to reply that they needn't fret. East or west, it makes little difference. The entire world is sliding into chaos. The contingency plan drafted by Kraos has now been submitted to the committee for review. It addresses the escalating threat posed by Manus Vindictae. Should they succeed in building a large-scale regular force, or if their attacks continue to spread disorder, the proposal urges the Foundation to form its own standing military rather than rely on Xeno. Kraos sets forth what he claims is the most efficient approach. Recruiting and reorganizing both human and Arcanist soldiers already at the front. This is madness. Does he intend to make the Foundation a rival to every government on Earth? An entity viewed with still deeper suspicion? Kraos has always been radical, but war elevates such voices. He shows no concern for how the world might react, arguing instead that we live in an age the storm could erase at any moment, so we are not obliged to heed their protests. Only recently would such words have been unthinkable. His position is plain. If Manus Vindictae declares open war, governments will have no choice but align with the Foundation. Yet should we follow his plan, we begin the most perilous of games. Yeah, because the Foundation doesn't have an army at their disposal. The world does view them as a neutral party, for the most part, but if they start amassing soldiers of their own, they will obviously be viewed as a potential threat as well, as a position. That has merit, but then again, so does Kraos have merit in the fact, in saying that the Foundation does need to be better prepared and does need to have better forces now that Manos is actually stepping into not just being a small, or rather not small, but a widespread cult, but with small cells. Now they're being organized as an actual army. So yeah, both of these arguments have merit when it comes to it. Okay, Sandbox. Let's see, what do you have? Dispatch? Let's see. To Medicine Pocket, from Laplace. Due to the influence of Arcanum from Manus Vindicta's forces, a peculiar fungus has sprouted near Hill 299 along the western front. Researchers are en route. Please be prepared to receive new samples. To the Wrecker of Laplace. Well, that's appropriate. An Arcanum-affected fungal strain sounds fun. I need a full setup. Iron stands, petri dishes, distiller, temperature-controlled bath, and a whole room to fit it all in. But where can I get one? Oh, Adler's old room. Adler's old room is still empty. Perfect. From now on, that's my lab approval. I just approved it. Uh-huh. Alright. Anyway, note, Manos forces launch their assault. Human soldiers unequipped to face arcane skills buckle under their relentless attack. Thankfully, 12 squads captain already seems to have a plan. Yeah. Human army. The sudden crack of cannons breaks the calm. A sound the veteran immediately recognizes with a heavy heart. Though the scheduled ceasefire hasn't officially begun, with peace nearly within reach, who would order an attack? Before this question can be properly considered, the sharp whistle of incoming shells is followed by explosions that quickly reignite fighting across the entire front. Packed personnel belongings are destroyed in the blasts. Soldiers still recovering from hangovers fall before they fully understand what's happening. Pouring from the hill are masked attackers dressed in black combat gear. This is when human forces confront Manus Vindicta's troops in direct combat for the first time. Yep. Kraos, not the Foundation's plan, not yet at least. This is my course of action. Kraos reaches the front, accompanied by Yermalai, Sentinel, and Marsha. After taking command and organizing medical aid for the wounded, he briefs Sentinel on his plans, though the gargoyle remains doubtful of him. The underground fortress of Hill 299 serves as Manus Vindicta's key stronghold, pinning at least 8 divisions of human soldiers within their trenches. Though brave, the soldiers on the front are inadequately trained to face arcane troops. In order to relieve the pressure on their lines, Kraos plans to utilize Sentinel's ability as a gargoyle to help destroy this powerful fortress. Oh boy, does he have a plan, if I'm correct. Oh, great! I didn't even see the next stage is called Gates of Hell. Oh, good. Oh, hey, there's Charon. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. I'm presuming this is Yermalai. Oh, God. Where the hell is Meryl? What happened to Meryl? Is she knocked out sleeping somewhere from overconsumption of something? Good God, where did she disappear to? Gates of Hell. This marks the beginning of another tragedy. Oh, good. No man's land. Oh, great. They race through the mud and debris.
How much longer?
About 10 more minutes at this pace. Maybe less if there's no interruptions.
What an optimist.
There isn't anything more to say. They just keep moving. Until they leave the trench behind.
Take cover.
They dive into a shell crater. A bullet skips off the lip of earth in front of them, kicking up wet clouds of dirt.
Pin them down.
Oh, immediately into combat. Oh, okay. Oh, we're back to the normal-sized squads. And scouts, grenadier, and grenadier. Okay, normal stuff. Let's do this.
There is no turning back.
Всем подразделениям! Вперед!
Now is the time for repentance.
This poor last guy.
Well done. Your tactical skill is obvious.
This poor last guy that was left after that barrage. Holy shit. A searing hot shell casing ejects from the chamber.
Threat neutralized.
Nice shot. Right, we've arrived.
This is a pairing. Two absolutely cracked snipers. Yermolai veers off to the side and drops into a stretch of abandoned trench. Sentinel follows close behind. They stand before a sealed underground bunker. Yermolai stops a short distance from the entrance, pulling from his coat a bundle of explosives and a hastily drawn map.
Take these.
Without a word, she takes the key item for the suicide mission.
I'm surprised you agreed to this.
I have my reasons.
Sure. Let's go over the plan one more time. Two of our investigators discovered a number of tunnels running under Hill 299. The one we've just arrived at leads directly to the Manus' ammunition depot.
Ah, okay, I see, that's the plan. He wants to detonate the explosive in, or dynamite, whatever he just gave her, inside of the ammo depot. That would set off a big chain reaction.
After the war broke out, the Manus sealed all accessible tunnels with poison gas. Judging by the bodies I found earlier, this gas can penetrate all existing gas masks.
Okay, and that's why he wants to send her, because she is immune, technically, I guess, to the gas. Okay, that makes sense. So Kreos did not have a plan to gas the Manus. All right, I'm kinda happy. I'm kinda happy that he is not taking the Geneva Convention as just a suggestion. Oh boy.
On the bright side, that means there aren't many guards in the tunnels. At least, that's what we think. Your goal is simple. Reach the ammunition depot, detonate the explosives, and destroy the fortress. After that, the Foundation will evacuate with the soldiers.
Good to know the Foundation's investigation bore some fruit.
Hill 299's so conspicuous that everyone just unconsciously overlooked it.
True.
I'm prepared. You may leave now.
Alright. Good luck.
The man offers a wave. Only once Yermolai's footsteps have faded into the distance does Sentinel open the bunker door. Violet red mist billows out. Oh, but that looks nasty. The hell is this? She furrows her brow and takes a cautious sniff. Thankfully, as before, it has no effect on her. Yet from within, she can hear something dragging. Sentinel holds position at the door, waiting as a shadow shuffles into view. Charon? Yeah, it is. The hell? What are you doing in there? A grim figure emerges from the toxic mist.
What are you doing here?
Good question. Charon drags a corpse out of the shelter and holds outside. This guy is really just... he really is just like GPS locating every single... he has like a homing pigeon sent to every single corpse on the battlefield. Wherever they are, he's gonna get there and collect them.
One war ends, and another begins. More lives will be claimed by their own kind. I am simply doing what I always do.
You knew of this tunnel.
tunnel. I know nothing of it. There's a cloud of death hanging above this place. That is what led me here.
She knows better than to suspect him.
Cloud of death.
An ambiguous omen.
An omen. Tell me then, who will this cloud of death fall upon?
Death is impartial. It doesn't decide who will live and who will die.
But I can.
She breathes in the toxic air without concern.
I suggest you leave. Should this cloud not fall upon me, an explosion will soon obliterate Hill 299.
Do you intend to claim the lives of all the Manus Vindictae troops here?
Do you intend to stop me?
Uh-huh. He broods for a moment as a silent war is waged behind his mask.
I should leave. Time is pressing.
But as she turns, Charon's voice breaks through with sudden clarity.
I do not wish for such carnage to occur. Yet I am powerless to prevent it. But before you go, a word of warning. The war you've been fighting is, in fact, over. What lies before you is a conflict all its own. A much harsher path. You still have a chance to turn away from this and relieve yourself of the burdens placed upon you.
In view of the sufferers of this war, my burden is light. Harsh or not, I shall not waver from the path I have chosen.
You first set foot on the battlefield 5 years ago. What makes today different from that day?
I now know the true cause of the conflict, and I have seen the face of the true enemy. If I must sin to fulfill my sacrifice, then so be it.
Your willingness to suffer, your passion for sacrifice, it is beyond me. Perhaps you possess a wisdom beyond my comprehension. Yet, still, I feel a deep sadness for you. I am in no position to stop you from walking through the gates of hell.
Holy hell. That was a conversation. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. We are definitely approaching the end of this 1 hour politics? What is that name? But yeah, we're definitely approaching the end of this. Oh god, okay, this is definitely gonna end well. What's in the sandbox? Oh, there's a lot in here this time. The dispatch is right next to the hill, huh? Sure, let's see about this. Oh, hi! From Laplace again, huh? The fungus found near Hill 299 seems to share arcane properties with the black algae previously discovered in Antarctica. Please proceed with caution as you collect samples. Ooh, okay, so this is what this is going towards, huh? More of the freaking weird goo or growth or whatever the hell from Antarctica. Ugh. Do fungal researcher. Sure. This just reminded me that I don't have him. Anyway, the air is really humid and the soil's damp too. Under these conditions, mycelium grows faster. Looks like I can find a lot of the species mentioned in the report, but it hasn't rained recently. Why is the environment like this? Could it really be from arcane interference? If so, is this a side effect of the incantation? No time to space out. This place is still dangerous. Best to finish quickly. Medicine Pocket is waiting on my samples. I like the little lore pieces. Like, most of the stuff in here in the sandbox is recaps for story moments. But stuff like this is adding some extra background lore, which is very interesting. Yeah, the growth. I mean, yeah, in our Antarctica, we did see that the growth that was spreading around was kind of like a byproduct of the ritual, so I guess the fungus here would be a new byproduct, which is interesting. I wonder why fungus this time, or is maybe the human sacrifice. I mean, actually, yeah, they have a shit ton of human sacrifices here on the battlefield. They can just harness it as much as they want, right? Pretty much. So whatever they're conducting down there under this hill is gonna be absolutely crazy if it's leading up to another ritual. Oh boy. Okay, what do we have here? 12 Squad. Sentinel is entrusted with the vital mission of destroying the fortress at Hill 299, with the seasoned hound Yarmalai leading the way through the terrain he knows well. Upon arrival, Yarmalai hands over a set of explosives along with a map and shares all the intelligence gathered about the structure's layout. The outcome of the entire operation now depends on Sentinel's ability to carry out the plan. Yeah? Sentinel, if I must sin to fill my sacrifice, then so be it. Guided by the hound Yarmalai, Marianne arrives at Hill 299 at the Hill 299 fortress to execute Kreos' plan. Before the bunker's door, she encounters Charon emerging from a cloud of poison gas. He questions her intentions, but to Marianne, her own sins mean little compared to the suffering of others. She will not stop here. Right. Note, Charon emerges from the underground passage. He makes no attempt to stop Sentinel, but he laments as she proceeds that these are the gates of hell. Yeah? Hellish battlefield. What did I see? The sky was blood red, the ground was covered in stakes like grave markers. The rivers ran with thick crimson sludge. Was that really just mud? No comrades, no enemies, only me, trapped in this horrific mire. Oh, and the demon in the distance. And that shadow hidden in the dark smoke. That ominous face. Did you see it? No, of course you're not here. This is the battlefield. This is my war. But what exactly am I fighting? Good question, buddy. What are you fighting? Charon. I am in no position to stop you from walking through the gates of hell. Charon follows the cloud of death to the trenches near Hill 299, where he faces Sentinel. The poison gas seems not to affect the gravedigger as he shuffles forward. He understands why Sentinel came, but has no intention of interfering. Though he may not want to see more death, he can feel the difference in this new battle. And death does not make a distinction between Arcanist and human. As they part ways, he leaves Sentinel with these words. I feel a deep sadness for you. Yikes! Alright, let's see. 1 hour politics. Sentinel going in solo. Also, yeah, there's a lot of the black sludge around here. It's Arcana's goop layer. Yum! Practical results often hold more weight than following orders. Deep underground, darkness reigns. At first, she travels through cramped, unlit dirt tunnels until she reaches a poured concrete doorframe. Its cold echo tells her she's entered a wider space.
Le peuple qui marchait dans les ténèbres a vu une grande lumière. Ceux qui habitaient le pays de l'ombre de la mort. Sur eux, la lumière a resplendi.
Quoting from the Bible, I guess, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined. Oh, that looks lovely. She taps into the power of her ancient bloodline, her eyes adjusting rapidly to the pitch black. Yet she finds no comfort in seeing what surrounds her. Okay, so that's how her vision, gargoyle vision works, huh? Okay, well, at least you can see in the dark. Dark and viscous substances flow through the walls of the tunnel like an endless mass of writhing insects. Ugh. In their trance, they form some kind of unrecognizable symbols, shifting back and forth into chaotic shapes.
Blasphemy.
But she has seen far more sinister abysses in her time.
The fortress's center ought to be closer to the peak. But this path appears to be extending downward.
She unrolls the map and reads the included intel.
The Foundation's map says this is the route.
Plumes of plumes of gas tumble with the intruder's movements, stinging her nostrils.
Not the stench of rotting hay. Not garlic or onion either. This is a new kind of poison gas. Still, it has no effect on me.
Good for you. I do wonder what this is, though. It seems to stem... maybe it's stemming directly from the ritual that they're conducting? And it's a byproduct? Or it's an arcane poison creation.
Where art thou?
Oh, hello. An ethereal voice drifts down.
Agnes.
Dost thou hear me, Marie? I heareth naught from thee.
You hear me not?
She looks up, seeing nothing but the vaulted ceiling. Agnes's voice is like a biting acid in her ears.
Where hast thou gone, Marie? I sense thou art somewhere deep below the earth, surrounded by that which I cannot clearly see.
Bodies lay scattered around me, Agnes. Many of them.
Can she not see her because she is in pure pitch darkness? Like it... I wonder what's going on between these two. Again, I highly doubt that they're pulling the same thing as the previous chapter with Sentinel here. And Agnes is actually alive and somehow in tune with Sentinel. Or she may be using Sentinel's eyes to see around. And now that she is in pitch black darkness, she can't see her? Or something? Actually, no. Sentinel is using her arcane ability now to see in the darkness. Then she would also see. Maybe she's just looking somehow around her? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
They're Manus soldiers. It appears they attempted to flee through this tunnel but an hour ago.
She steps over debris.
Their superior blocked their way and loosed upon them this poison gas, killing his own men.
RIP. Actually, yeah, is anyone still alive in this bunker? Bodies stare up at her from unblinking eyes.
What kind of enemy am I soon to face, Agnes?
Eldritch.
Art thou afraid? Thou must have spoken much, Marie. I shall not leave thee. I am listening. Only... I yet hear not thy voice. Dost thou recall the day we hid together in the catacombs of the manor? Thou said unto me, thou feared not the ghostly tales thy grandmother once spake. Thou saidst thou were a devil more terrifying than any tale. But on that night thy breath did tremble. Thou wert afraid.
She halts at the descending stairway.
That was not the thing of which I was afraid, Agnes.
Once again, she realizes her words cannot reach beyond the heavy rock above. From the depths of that pitch-black void, something waits, stretching out sharp black claws.
I worry for thee, Marie. The path that thou dost walk holdeth no light. I can feel thee growing ever more distant from me.
Okay, speaking in a proverbial type of way.
Whatsoever it is, whatever thou dost wish to do, I know thou art determined to see it to its end. But I pray thee, make haste and come unto us soon. Wilt thou? Jusqu'à ce moment-là, je prierai pour ton âme.
Until the time I shall pray for thy soul. Waves of cold stone scrape over her skin as she readies herself for battle. Then begins her journey down. Oh, I actually thought we were gonna transition into battle. Alright. In a brief lull between volleys, Yermolai returns to the trenches. It's little trouble to find his commander in the sea of grey uniforms.
To summarize, your troops must stay in place for the time being. We've made contact with the other side. They'll cooperate with you to create a fire network against the enemy.
Let's hope they do cooperate.
Manus Vindicte has waged war against all humankind. We must work together if we're to get through this.
Erich knocks his helmet with frustration as he leaves, chafing against his orders, burdened by the lives placed in his care, wishing now more than ever that he was just a soldier again. Yermolai steps forward.
So, you're the commander too now, huh?
All I did was convince them to work with the Foundation.
But you don't represent the Foundation. Not without proper authorization for your plan.
The soldiers are desperate. I won't hesitate to do what I must to restore their hope. What's the status on your mission?
The gargoyle's en route to the target location as we speak. Conservative estimates that she'll take another hour to get there.
Hound's voice comes out low and hoarse.
But who knows what she'll come up against. She might not make it.
Unusual for you to show compassion in such a moment.
It just brings back unpleasant memories. You know what I'm talking about, Chris.
That... wolfish? Wolfish. That wolfish grin returns to Hound's face, and Kratos ignores it once more.
Then we'll wait one more hour. The Foundation's reinforcements will likely have arrived by then. Should it come to it, we will regroup and consider our next steps with them.
Huh. If there really are reinforcements, that is.
They're launching a second offensive! Hold your ground!
Oh boy, okay, so this is the battle stage. Yep. What do we have in here? Oh, the vehicle is back. Okay, is it normal? Yeah, Scout, Grenadier, Rifleman, and then the Crusher. An armored vehicle hidden for an ambush. Okay, it's the same thing as last time. Alright, same enemies. And a full squad again. Alright, no voiceover. Well, let's do this again.
The dead embrace you.
Time for bombardment! Yeah.
A worthy victory.
Yeah.
But the fight is far from over.
No one survives the Katyusha. Charred earth splinters in the air, falling like black snow over the battlefield. The soldiers reel from another shockwave. Scattered across the trenches, they grip their weapons tight, certain only of the coming battle. His index finger taps his rifle's receiver with anticipation. He pulls out his communicator again and waits.
Finally.
The name Irene appears on screen.
Kratos, are you still on the front?
Yes, Mr. Ironeye. But I don't think we can hold out much longer. Has the committee reached a decision?
Not yet. The debate is still ongoing. The Doves find your frontline contingency plan absurd. They disapprove of the political risks involved in taking control of various nations' armies. But I personally find it feasible. Just to be sure, do you have a clear understanding of your ultimate goal?
He takes a deep, silent breath.
This war between Manus Vindicte and the Foundation will only end once one of the two parties is completely destroyed, and I refuse to let it be the Foundation. If we're to prevail, the Foundation cannot rely on Xeno alone. We need more capable soldiers. Soldiers like these on the front lines. With the proper arrangements, we may be able to recruit them to our cause. We'd have a whole new army to fight Manus Vindicte.
Oh god, okay, so the full plan is to also poach... Man, that's literally just doing what Manus is doing right now. This is literally doing just what Manus is doing, but I'm gonna presume that the plan here on the Foundation side is to not only recruit humans, but also recruit any Arcanists as well along the line, because, again, it's the Foundation. But damn, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as what Manos is trying to do. Trying to stoke the flames and recruit purely Arcanists, while Foundation recruits soldiers from the battlefield, human soldiers mostly, probably. Oh boy.
But even if you manage to bring them all, say 100,000 soldiers on board, it still won't be enough to sustain modern warfare.
This is about the bigger strategic picture, not just a single recruitment effort. I'm suggesting that the Foundation start canvassing all human armies, especially those under attack by the Manus.
The Foundation... I'm saying this pretty much because I saw a comment on the last episode, but the Foundation is literally right now just turning into the GDI from Command and Conquer. They're just turning into the Global Defense Initiative. And Manos is just nod. Actually, didn't I also comment on that on the previous episode as well? Something along those lines? I think I did. Good God.
Bigger strategic picture. What about the governments behind these armies? Have you considered how they might react?
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy.
It's about time they realize that the Foundation is their only hope. The last bastion for humanity to unite against their shared enemy.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be happy about that. Also, yeah, this is literally... Kratos is literally just trying to turn the Foundation into the GDI. Oh my god.
The Foundation cannot take responsibility for all the lives in this era or in any other. The storm is a near inevitability, and so too is the loss of many. Once it does come, the Manus won't hesitate to drag war into that new era, into any new era. It's time the Foundation took action and built an army capable of crossing the storm.
The politician on the other end falls into a long silence.
Enact your plan, Kratos.
Oh shit.
As long as you're successful on your end, I will deal with the political obstacles in your way.
Oh boy, this will go well. The call is cut. Kratos exhales.
What next, sir?
The young soldier watches Kratos, waiting for orders with a dutiful stare. He casts a look toward Hill 299. The Manus Vindicta's stronghold bristles with flashes of gunfire, yet to him it looks as if it were a slumbering beast.
We stand our ground for an hour.
For an hour waiting on Sentinel to deploy the explosives. Okay. Nope, nothing new pops up, huh? Sandbox then. Let's see, what do we have? One dispatch on the left. Let's go with that first. Oh, hello to you, huh? Okay, from Pedra. Manpower on the front lines is stretched thin. We need all hands to support present operations and stop Manus Vindicta's schemes. Also, an outstanding payment needs to be delivered. Please handle it en route to the front. To guest teacher. An outstanding payment needs to be delivered. And this is from Pedra. Okay, to who, I wonder? Huh. Given my current role, this task shouldn't fall to me. Still, I understand the Foundation's predicament. My capabilities are quite limited at times like this, but a blessing in disguise, as they say. If I'm to act as a courier, this won't be too hard, and who knows, maybe I found some rare Western European porcelain on the way. Okay. You are interesting, I guess, with that statement. Alright, what do we have here? No, Sentinel proceeds deeper into the underground fortress. Above ground, the captain of the 12th squad scans the battlefield looking for some kind of turning point. Okay, and then Manus' army. Troops from Manus Vindictae continue to flood out of their fortress at Hill 299, launching attacks on positions held by soldiers from both warring sides. Having little experience fighting enemies with arcane skills, these soldiers are unable to fight back effectively. As their defenses begin to fall apart under the pressure, it seems more and more likely that Manus Vindictae will win and spread the conflict even further. Yeah? Human army. Through the efforts of Kraos and the 12 squad, even former enemy human forces now fight side by side, working together to build a shared offensive line against the advancing Manus troops. For the first time, rival human groups put aside their animosities to face a common enemy as one. All they have to do now is hold the line with everything they have, waiting for the right moment to break through the enemy's defenses. Yeah, this reminds me of the good old thing of if you present humanity with a common enemy against all of humanity, then some solidarity will start forming, right? Some cooperation will be forced into play for common survival, and not just everybody for themselves. Not guaranteed, of course, but there is a higher chance that different sides will cooperate when both sides are facing the same enemy. Especially when the enemy is also overpowering both sides. Okay, Kraos. It's time the Foundation took action and built an army capable of crossing the storm. Enemy assaults pound the front relentlessly. Kraos manages to convince the human forces to join together under Foundation command as he coordinates offensive maneuvers from the trenches. With few resources available, the soldiers are forced to hold their ground and hope for reinforcements that may never arrive. At this crucial moment, a long-awaited communication finally comes through. Irene, acting on behalf of the Hawks, conveys a strategic agreement to Kraos. He commits to rallying the Foundation's support and handling the political challenges involved in Kraos' plan. In return, Kraos must ensure the loyalty of the troops on the front and work out ways to overcome their desperate situation. Okay. 12 squad. Hound Yermolai makes it back to the trench command post, where he updates Kraos on Sentinel's actions. Given how bleak things have become, he voices doubt about the Gargoyles' chances of pulling through. Still, with no better options left, all they can do is hold the line and place their hope in her. And all of that is still taking place on the 10th. Okay, we're at 17 o'clock now, 5 p.m. Let's see, Brimstone and Fire. Oh, good lord. You're facing a lot of enemies now, huh? Past the borders of bloodshed, boundaries, and concepts of purity and corruption. Oh, good title. Oh boy, tinnitus. Though Agnes's voice has vanished, the sharp ringing in her ears remains.
What's that sound?
That is squelching. She casts more attention in the direction of the source of the sound, and the darkness is sliced like a curtain. A shadow that shouldn't be there is lurking behind a piece of wreckage. He lies prone, using bloodied fingers to scroll erratic symbols across the ground. Okay. As the intruder draws near, he slowly raises his head.
Oh, it's you.
You murderer! You murdered me! You murdered Colton! You murdered Eugen too!
Oh, it's Sterling, okay.
You devil! You murderous demon!
Oh, rip. Rip, buddy.
I have no qualms in doing so again.
Thick, congealed black blood spreads across the ground.
Pathetic illusions. Incoming attack. From behind. From the right. From below. Fight before me.
Soldier, question mark? Okay. Petrified claws clamped down on his soft neck with precision, pulling him up into midair, his hands clawing against the chokehold.
Let me go, please!
She eases her grip, if only for the length of a breath, yet the soldier seizes the moment for all he's worth, drawing a blade from his belt. And you're dead. Buddy, you had a chance. That feels like it was a test for you. Okay. She arrives at the land where the flower of death blooms. Corpses are strewn across the ground. A figure waits at the far end.
How many have you killed? Do you even keep count? Remember, they were all Arcanists, like you.
Races of no matter.
So the killer does the killing, and the dead have no say at all. I like it.
Okay, I wonder what the hell is causing these illusions. Is it just the goop around her? Like whatever is happening down here is just pulling her into this illusion slowly. The deeper she goes, she's basically going through hell right now, like actual literal hell. A bullet rips through the officer's heart, a simple blunt retort. She steps forward only to find the figure standing before her once again.
Haven't had enough?
Be gone. One day I shall personally deliver you to the fires of hell where you belong.
Oh, it sounds like you know who I am.
Do not think me deceived by your disguise. I am well aware that your taint has long been tangled in the blood of my family. Demon.
Oh, hi.
Ladislas.
Ladislas? Her devout cousin appears in the midst of this strange hell.
Dear cousin, I bring thee a final warning. Thou art but a step away from utter corruption. Thou hast killed many in the years past, and now thou dost stand at the edge of the abyss. Hast thou not understood the suffering endured by our fallen ancestors? Their conscience crumbled, their faith shattered, leaving naught but an insatiable thirst for blood.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot. I forgot about this. Yeah, right. If the more the gargoyles get steeped back into taking lives, the more they're gonna revert back into demons, right? So yeah, if she takes the lives of all of these people in this underground bunker, yeah, that could send her over the edge.
It paineth me to see thee walk that same wretched path.
And this might be also the reason why Agnes is not capable of seeing her anymore, because she is right there on the edge, and her sight, I guess, doesn't reach there anymore then. The demon stands to the side with unhinged polites? I'm not sure. Waiting until Ladislas has finished speaking before speaking again.
Well, don't blame me. I did nothing to entice her.
Also, I keep thinking this for a while, but are they using, for this blonde guy, are they using, Mayor Brown's model, just without face mask? Its voice no longer seems to come from the body before her, but from some faraway place in the darkened sky.
Maya made this choice herself. Her hands have long been soaked in blood.
Sentinel is literally going through a whole kit and caboodle of on one shoulder is an angel, on the other one is a devil.
And yet, she has never been troubled by that so-called
Yes, it is true that this path of carnage shall save many lives, but why? I pray must it be thee who walkest it? Our blood beareth an impurity like no other. To kill so many is to will thyself to the bottom of the abyss, never to return. The 10,000 thou art soon to kill. Consider, I pray, how many among them are innocent victims of deception and coercion.
Also, this situation of killing 10,000 right now and becoming a corrupt demon or something, or demonic in some essence, or powering up or whatever, kind of reminds me of the anime reincarnated as a slime, as Rimuru keeps ascending to higher heights of a demon, I guess, or powering up by killing a lot. That is kind of like a system over there, where someone ascends to a higher form of demon by literally killing humongous amounts of people, or just living creatures, I guess. Ugh.
The weight of so many lives shall weigh upon thee in far greater measure than any sin thou hast yet borne. What good shall it profit thee to gain the whole world, yet forfeit thy soul?
Did I hear that right? Are you also calculating lives, Lannister?
Speak no more of thy filthy words.
Oh, you silly, stubborn child.
The demon approaches Ladislas with sharp, graceful steps.
What art thou, O wicked demon?
His throat is seized in both hands.
No, Marie!
No, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He seems to be a good guy. Leave him alone. The demon releases his grip. Ladislas' body collapses among the other corpses. Great. Sentinel watches the scene with a probing gaze.
I silenced the noisy fool for you, Marianne.
Yeah, you're still playing your illusionary games.
Such pantomime shall not move me. This Ladislas was not but an echo lingering in my mind. An illusion.
Yep.
But I'm not. I am your very nature. The core of your being.
The ground shakes and their bloody silence is shattered. The demon makes way for her, casting a grim smile at the gargoyle before turning its head to look around. As an army rumbles into view, the strange sound of engines grows clear as the armored vanguard grinds over mangled corpses.
Manus Vindictae, they finally noticed you.
The demon turns its back to Sentinel.
What a shame. They don't stand a chance against our ferocity. Do they, Maya?
She grips her gun, neither joining the demon nor turning away. She presses a kiss to the cold receiver.
I have seen sinners forsake themselves in service of the devil. The land they trod upon yielded only bitter, cursed fruit.
Hey, it's this scene. Okay. Oh, nice. With the pentagram in there, nice.
But the hour for repentance has long since passed.
Come with me.
Then the Lord rained upon them Brimstone and Fire.
Let's kill them all together.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What the hell is this chant? Hello? Shadow of War, huh? Okay, Grenadier, and Scout. What is this angelic choir? Whoa. Alright. A steel beam of forge to plow the land, crawling low, carrying its riders and followers toward a bygone golden age. It rains fire upon the warmongers, crushes the defiant, bellows for the silent, and delivers the cowardly to their final fate. Okay, nothing on skill cards, just shit ton of stuff. Okay, this is the, I think this is the thing I've fought already a couple of times here and there, right? Also, I do want to replace you. Hold on. Okay, this is fine. At least it's somewhat story relevant. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Time still to avoid this fate.
Oh, yeah, it's this thing. It's this thing. I have fought this thing many times.
These things are pathetic. I could almost laugh. You'll rip their throats out, won't you, Nayan? Every last one of them.
Shut your mouth. A tank. Here.
Look at you, Nayan. So tiny and pitiful on the face of that monster. Will you make it out this time? Or will you crumble?
Cease your endless words.
Enough! Enough! You have yapped enough! Shut up! Okay then, let's see how this is gonna go. This feels like a boss battle, but I'm actually surprised it isn't a... it isn't a synchronized stage. Maybe there is more after this? But I highly doubt it. This feels like the proper boss battle right now, with the big health bar and everything. Okay, let's do this.
Awaits within.
Buff, 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 debuff, buff.
Formless support. Do not let yourself go now.
A sacred charge.
Show mercy. Тени из прошлого.
Okay, ow.
There's strength in restraint.
Try the shock rounds.
Okay, thanks for the announcement.
They have backup.
They can have the backup if they want. If they want to, they can have it. I don't care. I don't care.
Ready to raid. Formless support.
I'm gonna get shredded.
Hard to view.
Please, stop this violence.
Considering that the stage also didn't sink me in, they're definitely gonna get shredded. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Regain health, okay.
Peace and quiet.
Now is the time for repentance. A shot hit.
Sure.
Not again.
You load your AP rounds, I will load my gargoyle.
Zu beschützen und zu helfen.
With her own AP rounds. How about that?
Ready to raid.
That will definitely be a good thing, right?
I will remember your names. A sacred charge.
I am. You're dead. Buddy, you're gone. There goes your tank.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Rip. Slow. Oh, okay. He just dies.
Well done. Your tactical skill is obvious.
Oh yeah, thank you. The tactical skill was called Overwhelming Force. Oh hi, we're back at the windmill now. Marsha! Oh, don't do that.
Marsha?
Yeah, don't. Ugh. Yeah, it's a demon. All right, it's a demon. It's being annoying. It's being a prick. Marsha stands beneath a windmill, her black warhorse pacing idly in the grass.
I don't think I'll ever forget this windmill. The calm of this field. Can't believe I didn't appreciate how peaceful this place was the first time I came here.
She closes her eyes and breathes in the sweet scent of the meadow.
Perhaps it's because the land was quiet, just like our lives once were. And back then, we thought everything would be peaceful again once the war was over.
I'm sorry.
Why? There's no need to apologize.
I was nigh on killing you. No. In a way, I did kill you. Just as I've killed so many others.
It's not our fault. None of this is.
You may have granted me your forgiveness, but those who have forever lost their lives due to my actions, I shall never have the chance nor the right to earn theirs.
We didn't start this war, yet we have had to bear the brunt of the pain it has caused. If all the sins of war are laid at our feet, where is the fairness in that? No, I refuse to accept it.
Marsha sees an injustice.
Marie, perhaps when peace finally comes.
A gust carries her voice away.
Hmm?
The wind howls, and in it she hears the creaking of the old windmill. Yeah, you're not gonna hear those words in this illusion. Oh! Auto-scrolling? Sentinel walks along the path, wanting to stand closer to her until the scene is torn apart by gunfire.
Marsha!
Oh, hi.
Die.
Oh. Thank you, Mana Soldier. That flashed, that flashed the scene on the screen where Marsha and Sentinel were fighting to the death in the past. Breakage is thrown over no man's land. The last of the assembled force falls with a gurgling scream that ushers in the silence of death. The demon and the gargoyle stand side by side, looking over the destruction.
Take it all in, Maya. The pools of blood, the piled corpses that linger in echoes of the dead, their whimpering, desperate cries. How long has it been since I last witnessed such a beautifully gruesome massacre? The ancient bloodlust within you truly has awakened. You slaughtered every last one of them. Well done. Now, hand me the explosives. It's time to end them all.
Why should she give the explosives to you specifically? Unless you are just pretending to be the demon inside of her and are trying to sabotage the operation. The demon holds out his hands, asking for the weapon that will take the lives of 10,000 men.
Get thee behind me, demon.
I won't force you. The choice is still yours. So, which will it be? The weight of 10,000 lives, or one that is 10 times harder to bear? Well, their blood will be on your hands, that's for certain. But the responsibility won't rest on you alone. Your soon-to-be blood-soaked hands have been forced. These are the only choices you have left.
The gargoyle removes the bundle of heavy explosives and grasps them as tightly as if they were prayer beads.
I am powerless to cleanse the filth that muddies my blood. Just as I am powerless to erase the sins I have already borne. I have descended into the depths of hell. I know that. And this ancient darkness has already taken root in my soul. But if sacrificing one can save 10, if sacrificing 10,000 can save 100,000, if someone must make that impossible choice, then I am willing to bear that sin.
She hands the explosives over to the demon. Yeah, the good old choice. Sacrifice just a handful of people for the greater good, or save the handful of people but sacrifice the many. Ugh.
That's the spirit. From now on, we will walk together, side by side. A greater power as one.
Before he can say anything, the bayonet stabs through his body. Sentinel pulls out her bayonet and pushes the demon away, who staggers further back. Yeah, screw you.
You are fascinating, Mayan. You know this won't harm me. So why did you do it?
She lets out a heavy, labored breath.
Look upon me, demon. I am not like my ancestors, to be led astray by their thirst for blood and your honeyed words. Whatever choice I make of my own free will. I will not let your taint spread within my soul. Yet still, your power shall be mine to command.
Well, he's amused. The figure vanishes, yet she can still feel the demon cackle madly from the depths of hell.
Truly are a genius, Mayan. A ruthless killer, a greedy devil, and my most worthy child.
Nice, thanks.
Join me, let us reign together, Nell.
Thanks, Satan. Fuck off now. Jesus Christ, okay.
Agnes, quand j'étais jeune, je ne comprenais jamais vraiment les mots que tu disais. Pourquoi un homme porterait-il volontairement les péchés de tout le monde pour les biens des autres?
Agnes, when I was young, I never truly understood the words you spake. Why would one man willingly bear the sins of all the world for the sake of others?
Je réfléchissais à cela. Si toute la culpabilité et toute la souffrance m'étaient imposées, comme ce serait cruel et injuste.
I lingered on the thought of it. If all guilt and suffering were placed upon me, how cruel and unjust that would be.
Mais maintenant je pense, peut-être qu'il est préférable qu'elle soit seule à moi à porter.
But now I think perhaps it is best that they are mine alone to bear. Woo.
Je suis désolée, Agnes.
I'm sorry, Agnes. Oh, hi. There goes the match.
Attention all Foundation operate. The Manus Fortress at Hill 299 has been destroyed. Execute retreat as planned.
Holy animation.
Ganz genau. Na los. Gut, du kannst noch stehen. Lass uns. Dann schütteln.
Okay. She really did blew up the hill.
Ich verstehe nicht, was du sagst.
Whoo, baby.
The Manus Fortress has been destroyed, and the soldiers have been led in retreat to the rear. I understand. Thank you for your support in this critical time, Mr. Ironeye.
Good. Okay. Are we now done? Holy shit. Well, screw the devil. The devil doesn't have to tell me anything in my ear. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I know the weight of my sins, right? Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Okay, well, that was a powerful scene. Well, what is this now? Harsh condemnation. We take a strong stance against the abuse of alchemy on the battlefield, especially those that have not undergone thorough experimentations. Turn in the cases. Formula excerpts. Living bone buds, withered mandrake leaves, owl feathers, turpentine, burned in an airtight container. Oily volatile liquid carrying a moss-like scent. Weakly soluble in water but readily absorbed by animal fat. Causes immediate nervous system damage including tremors, asphyxia, mania, delirium, and muscle paralysis. In rare instances, it may temporarily increase arcane abilities. Okay. Jack jumper ants, inchman ants, sulfur. Processed in acid-treated belladonna juice using mithril as a catalyst. Colorless gas with a faint garlic smell that often gets hidden by other odors. Slightly acidic, easily soluble in water, and potentially explosive at high concentrations. Causes acute liver and kidney injuries and mucus injuries. Mucus injuries with particularly strong effects on humans. Okay, so this is basically going over all the concoctions that pretty much get made into gases that are being thrown into the field to kill the other side. Suriname toads, blood roots, brown algae, shed snakeskin. Heat at 180 Fahrenheit while adding chlorine gas. Deep purple gas with a sharp... Oh, that's the purple stuff. Deep purple gas with a sharp, irritating smell. Slightly soluble in water, slightly denser than air. And easily decomposes when exposed to light. Causes lacrimation and coughing. Pulmonary... edema occurs within 2 to 3 minutes of inhalation. Both humans and Arcanists may experience hallucinations after exposure. Interesting. Interesting. So maybe she wasn't fully immune then against the gas, that purple gas. If it may cause hallucinations for both humans and Arcanists. Huh. Maybe that whole shtick that just literally happened in that cave, like every single bit of it was a hallucination through and through, and nothing of it was real. It's just her mind playing tricks on her. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and what's this one? Your Excellency, there's nothing we can do. Naturally, no one who wields power imagines himself as a child playing with knives. Read the letter. An undelivered letter. Redacted. It has taken me a long time to write this letter, though my mind has never ceased its vigilance. You know, as well as I, that I have spent my life mastering the concealment of intent, approaching even the unknown with a scholar's patience. You know, too, why I have worked to prevent conflict, not from idealism, but because I have seen what war truly leaves behind. Long before the Foundation, long before the storm rose. My principles have often led me to aid or forge alliances with adversaries. I have long sought to create a balance between humans and Arcanists. I firmly believe that force is a tool, nothing more, and its misuse brings only chaos, while we may bear a fraction of the consequences. Ordinary lives carry the rest. I have acted with care, and for that I have been called a dove, a label I dismiss. My concern has never been for titles or comfort, only for what must endure. Xeno's defection is largely credited with the rise of the Hawks. Committee members, very and distrustful, sought to establish a military force directly under Foundation control. Meanwhile, the storm has transported us back to a time dominated by warfare. Kreos' philosophy runs contrary to our values and the traditions that preserve a fragile equilibrium. His contingency plan would not only threaten security but also collapse it. Should we provoke governments, forsake our mediating role, or of course allegiance, how could the Foundation survive the storm, Manus Vindictae, or the world itself? And yet, redacted, I cannot deny that Kreos has succeeded, though his triumph chills me more than it reassures. Hill 299 is secured. 8 divisions have been withdrawn from the frontline trenches. Soldiers untrained against arcane assaults survived where they would otherwise have perished. Nearly 100,000 lives were spared, all achieved under the shadow of his contingency plan. None can dispute the effectiveness of his actions, but effectiveness is not wisdom. The currents he has unleashed will embolden the reckless. Those who were once cautious may now lean towards the hawks. The balance we have preserved hangs by the thinnest of threads. When the battlefield dispatches arrived, I understood the inevitable. People will now march willingly into chaos, blind to the storm gathering beneath their feet. Okay, this sounds like it was written by oh my god, what's his name? Pedra? Right? This sounds like it was written by him, considering he mentions the doves and everything. Okay, strategic sandbox. What do we have? Okay, we have the hill, and we have our group down below with a dispatch. What's the dispatch? Oh, Zemmelweis. From St. Paulo Foundation. We understand you are no longer an employee of the Foundation, and we have no grounds to force your cooperation. But if there is any hope to end the conflict and expose Manus Vindictae's conspiracy, we find ourselves in need of your keen investigative skills and the talents of your people to gather intelligence on the front lines. To former investigator. Okay. Okay. Of your people, huh? So yeah, she is fully turned over to the vampire side, right? I guess that's what it means? Looks like the supplies meant for the front line troops didn't make it in time. They wouldn't come to me unless things were really this dire. Huh. The front lines, huh? Seems like a place to enjoy a feast. No, that's a bit rude to these soldiers. I should bring some chocolates. Neptune brand's supposed to be good. I'll head out as soon as the evening permits. No need for my colleagues to see me off. Oh boy. Oh boy, vampire business, huh? Okay. Human army. The Great Retreat begins. Sentinel has taken down Manus Vindictae's fortress at Hill 299. With the loss of this key high ground, the enemy can no longer hold their position at the front. Human forces now begin pulling back. They successfully hold the line. Those still able to walk move ahead slowly, while medical teams carry casualties toward the aid stations. No injured are left behind, whether ally or former enemy, as everyone follows Foundation personnel across no man's land towards safety. They're going home. Oh yeah, early, in the live 2D cutscene that literally played, I think I started chuckling because I heard like the French talking to the Germans and the Germans being like, "I can't understand you." That was kind of funny, that moment. Anyway, Kreos. The Manus fortress at Hill 299 has been destroyed. Sentinel's operation succeeds. With the Foundation's support, the troops begin to withdraw from the front, though many must be carried due to injury and others seem lost in their own minds, as if struggling to process both what has happened and what is happening. Yet, despite all the hardships of this final moment, each soldier breathes a sigh of relief as the guns at last fall silent. Okay, and then up here... note, fighting side by side with the demon, Sentinel destroys Manus Vindictae's bunker. She resists the demon, despite its promise of power. Every move and every defeated foe falls by her own will. Sentinel. I'm sorry, Agnes. The demon bombards Marianne with illusions, the dead, fallen comrades, and Marsha. It tries to lure her into corruption, but Marianne holds firm. Every choice up to now was her own. The demon has nothing to do with it. Amid vivid hallucinations, she drives her bayonet into the demon. She will bear all the sin herself. Yeah, that was definitely a power move. It was definitely one hell of a power move. Okay, so going from that, I guess the demon itself was real, that was tempting her, but all the illusions around her were either caused then by the demon, as the text says, or were caused by both the demon and the purple shit. Maybe, considering the other text was also saying that the purple stuff is can cause hallucinations in both human and Arcanist. But then again, she's supposed to be immune against it. But who the hell knows? There could be some poison out there that she can't resist, even as a gargoyle. Okay. We're back at the ruined church, huh? The Pardon. Coffee, pastries, family, memories of simpler times, and an ominous chain. Okay. After yet another night passes, the hidden chapel once again welcomes the light of day. Time passes, reaching near to midday, and the grassy courtyard holds its quiet with a patience born of humility. The awaited figure finally appears at the forest's edge. She spent the night tending to her wounds.
My Marie, thou hast returned.
She holds back the urge to embrace her family. Her arms are filled with a silver tray of coffee and pastries.
Coffee?
Oui, just to thy liking. No milk, no sugar. There are also vanilla macarons and Mont Blanc besides.
The bright colors of the pastries feel all the more surreal for the darkness she has gone through. Sentinel takes the warm coffee from the aunt's hands and takes a small sip in disbelief. Of course, it's far from the quality of a Parisian cafe, but at this moment, it is more than enough.
Where did you get these desserts?
The woman clasps her hands together, bearing a faint, bittersweet smile.
Yo, who is here, mon petit chou?
Sentinel takes notice of the tall figure stepping into view, a face she has not seen for a long time.
Marianne.
Emmanuel?
Father.
Oh, her father.
What brought you here?
A pardon hath been issued by the President. Thou art free. As for Ladislas, he is gravely ill. His stubbornness was ever bound to lead to trouble.
He's gravely ill. He ends the topic with mild discontent.
To answer thy question, I am here to gather ye. We are to depart.
So, you are now the leader of the clan?
Verily. After all we have suffered under this war, someone must lead the Tenebron family's reconstruction. I seek to re-establish contact with those of our kin with whom we have lost fellowship.
I will not lie, because of the mustache and the hairdo that the old guy has, plus French, I'm literally thinking of Renault from Expedition 33 right now. Oh god.
The hand of Manus Vindicte has not yet fallen upon Paris. I have purchased a number of dwellings on Montmartre. They are to be our temporary homes until the conflict between the Manus and the Foundation reaches its end.
The Tenebron Patriarch makes an imperturbable? What the hell is that word? Imperturbable? I am sorry, whatever. I get the meaning, but what the hell is that word? Gesture as he turns to face Agnes.
Agnes shall be sent to our cemetery in Rouen.
Cemetery?
Cemetery? She cannot or will not accept the words.
But Agnes is not dead. She's simply... Ladislas said there was a reason behind her.
Marianne raises her eyes and meets her father's mournful gaze.
This is what comes of disrespecting tradition, Marianne. Thou wert too easily swayed by Ladislas's maddened words.
He lied to us?
Nay, I believe not that such was his intent. He was simply too fervent in his pursuit of Gnosis.
Whoa, Gnosis, that's a word!
There is no record in the family archives that suggests any sort of prophecy should befall our kin in so strange a form. Agnes's condition is the result of a tragic accident, nothing more. There is no divine meaning behind it whatsoever.
Uh-huh?
Her fear of the war was too great. She simply faltered in the casting of her arcane skill and petrified her body to the core.
Yikes.
That is all.
Yikes.
I know well that Agnes meant a great deal to both Ladislas and thee, but she was only an ordinary child. She was not an angel descended from heaven. Though it doth bring sorrow for me to say, we must all come to accept that no miracle shall ever come to Agnes. She will forever remain a statue.
I mean, yeah, if she petrified herself down to her own core, then yeah, there is nothing that can be done there. Yikes. Yikes. He reaches out to take his daughter's shoulder, already bearing too many burdens. Their conversation falls away into a pensive silence before the statue of Agnes. Okay, I'm wondering then, what was with the voice that that Sentinel was hearing the entire time? Is it another situation like Antarctica and she just hallucinated a thing, or was Agnes somehow talking to her? He's the first to leave, attending to more pressing matters. Several moving trucks are already parked outside the church. Trembling chains pierce the air.
Marianne, thou hast returned. How?
He staggers forward as if pushed by some invisible force, drawing closer to Sentinel. In his palm lies a chain that glints coldly in the sunlight. Buddy? What are you doing?
Merde. I thought father was only... Have you truly fallen ill?
That I have. But what of thee, Marianne? Art thou not in a condition far graver than my own? Or art thou simply too blind to see it?
He babbles on. With every word, his madness grows. There seems to be no trace of his old humility left.
Thy soul is stained with the wickedness of sin. Thou art as miserable as I. Oh, Lord, I can smell the stench of hell upon thee.
Okay, you're not really wrong about that, but she's still sane. What the hell happened to you?
Thou hast passed through the gates of hell and returned. Marianne, how wretched.
Yeah, she gave hell the middle finger.
You are ill, Ladislas. Gravely so. Take a moment's rest in the quiet of a sanatorium upon reaching Paris. Won't you? It ought to do you good.
Ladislas squints like a child sharing a secret.
Perhaps I shall. But thou wilt not return with us, wilt thou?
I am yet undecided. Perhaps I will.
I am yet undecided. I have a girlfriend now.
Nay. Nay. Thou must not. Thou must never return.
Uh-huh.
Why?
I see that which others cannot, and I see it in thee. Thou art not who thou once wast. Inside thee, there is a demon. The demon which doth linger in our veins. It hath opened its eyes, its wretched eyes.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. Ladislas howls in pain, his body shaking violently. The chain in his hand clatters and rings.
Thou cannot return, cannot turn back, for there is no path left for thee. But I desire not more than to aid thee, my dear cousin. Yea, I shall help us all, but most especially thee, to atone for my transgressions.
Uh-huh. The shaking stops, and all at once he bows with a gesture of utter submission, presenting the chain before her.
Ladislas.
Uh-huh.
These shackles are a soul-binding chain, a cage, yea. But I beg thee accept them, and I shall devote my life to prayer over thee, both night and day, that thy soul shall not be shaded in eternal darkness. May thy blood be washed clean one day. May it nourish the soil when thou art laid to rest. May thy journey to hell yet be graced by God's mercy.
Another not-so-light burden to serve as a constant reminder of the limits of evil.
And if I refuse these shackles?
It mattereth not. I shall pray for thee still, as I have ever done.
A sudden impulse moves her to look at the statue of Agnes. At last she takes the chain. The metal hangs in her hand. Its weight feels far greater than its size would merit.
Dis à mon père que je ne reviendrai pas.
Tell my father that I will not return.
Tant que le véritable conflit ne sera pas terminé.
Until the true conflict is brought to an end. Okay. Okay. So this is... I guess this is where she joins with the Foundation then? Okay. The hill. Oh boy. What do we have? Heartfelt blessing. How would you calculate the distance between two reuniting parties? Oh, okay. Read the letter. To Marianne. Marianne, I hope you'll understand why I couldn't say goodbye properly, as I understood when you did the same. By the time I finally learned where you had gone, you were already deep underground facing poisonous gases. Anyway, I just want this letter to reach you safely. The 12th required a medic, and oh, okay, yeah, I was thinking this is from Marsha. The 12th required a medic, and although I sensed there was something distinct about this squad, I accepted. It would keep me on the front lines longer, and Mr. Kreos' invitation could not have been more timely. Of course, this means I had to leave immediately with the squad, removing to the Eastern Front soon, where some of my comrades are reportedly stationed. Okay... I guess this is foreshadowing for the next chapter. We're moving to the Eastern Front soon, okay? While I'm now part of the 12th, I've been granted permission to operate independently in the Eastern region for a while. I'm hoping to locate some of my former comrades from my order to see if any might be interested in joining the Foundation. Marianne, I know your family has an unusual constitution, and you might think overly cautious, but I have to say this: after prolonged combat in poisonous gas conditions, you really should get a full medical examination. Wishing you all the best, Marsha. No, Marsha, you are all in the right there to force her for a medical checkup. Okay, what do we have? A strategic sandbox. What do you have now? No dispatches this time. Oh yeah, we're on a day later now, finally. Okay, what is this? Forgotten doll. A filthy, torn-up doll lies abandoned in the corner of the monastery. None of the gargoyles ever paid it any mind, yet it was packed with the rest of their luggage. It'll never again be some little girl's favorite toy, but maybe it'll find a new home on a windowsill in the sun. Huh. Okay. No, the gargoyles seldom change, yet they've known nothing but upheaval. As long as the fires of war burn, Sentinel feels unable to truly return home. Sentinel, tell my father I will not return until the true conflict is brought to an end. Marianne returns to the Gargoyle Monastery. Her father arrives to share their family's plans for the future, including moving to Paris. He also explains the truth behind a past incident affecting their kin. Marianne says nothing, but she has already chosen her path. Not to Paris, to the next battlefield. Okay. That also sounds like Sentinel is gonna be sticking around for the next chapter then, I guess. Oh, did I acquire... Oh no, I'm not done. It goes higher, it goes to 1200. I was like, it was saying 1105 out of 1100. It was like, huh? Did I surpass it somehow? That's not possible. Okay, anyway. Oh wow, this is a number. The 11th at 11:11. Someone was funny. Someone was very funny with this. Oh hello, what do we have here? The horsey is back? And who are these two? Actually, is this maybe Morel? Where the hell is she even? She completely disappeared! Okay, the hill. A tiny fraction of those names. Go. Well, this is grow nicely in with all of grass and flowers. A completed mountain. A completed mountain, though only a mere fraction of what death truly claims. Oh, hey! He's in his promoted attire now. Okay, yeah. all the metal pieces and gun pieces protruding out of the thing. It left everything behind. A coat, a helmet, a pair of boots, a butterfly-covered notebook. Everything that once belonged to a young man named Powell.
Your war is over, Paul.
His belongings are fittingly buried at the last grave, beside the major who died atop the hill. A clatter of hooves approaches from the road.
Andreas?
The name is whispered softly, as if not to disturb those resting here. The sound stops where gravel meets the mush of mud and snow melt. Oh, the horse's name is Andreas. A black horse breaks the veil of mist and approaches. The horse exhales a comforting snort, leading in, yearning for his hand.
Good boy. You have been gone for a long time. Off to dangerous places again to search for your lost friends? It seems luck has been on your side. You have dodged danger time and again amidst the slaughter. But I cannot help but worry that one day a stray bullet will pierce you, or a poison gas will choke you.
The horse lowers its head.
Harshness is not my intention, Andreas, but I am grateful that you have returned to my side, hale and whole.
I wonder, was that horse maybe Powell's horse? Or maybe just from someone from his, or rather Powell's and Brown's regiment from the past? They look eastward, toward the rising sun, where ominous clouds gather.
Es ist Zeit. The next destination is a distant one. Your help will be appreciated.
Okay. Andreas tilts its head to one side, signaling its master's attention to the youth who has arrived behind them.
Mr. Charon, is this your horse?
Okay, he is here. The grim figure turns his face toward the source of the question.
In a sense, young man.
Oh, then it's nothing. He showed up near Montpellier all by himself, so I followed him here to see if he might be connected to Manus Vindictae.
The Foundation is still in Montpellier.
We'll head off soon, along with the soldiers, to a safer position. By the way, do you know where Blackbird is?
Blackbird?
Yeah, where is she?
Oh, I mean Meryl. The girl who went to the front with you. I haven't been able to get in touch with her since the Manus attacked. Where could she be? I just hope she hasn't gotten herself into any serious trouble.
She is alive and well.
Okay. A surprise. The young man's eyes alight with joy.
She is? Where did you see her?
That I cannot tell.
Why? His gleam dims as Paravian adjusts to the unexpected refusal.
Why?
She does not wish to be found.
What the hell?
What? She doesn't want to come back with us?
Correct. She is afraid of the war that lies ahead.
Uh-huh.
Bloodshed, carnage. She was unprepared to witness such harrowing scenes.
Okay, I mean, yeah, she was... Those tiny little birds. I mean, yeah, she was kind of squeamish around this whole thing. Yeah, but interesting.
She requested I not reveal her whereabouts to the Foundation. In fact, she demanded a promise.
I don't understand. How could you just let her go like that? Isn't she more likely to run into danger if she's on her own? And leaving like this, she'll be marked as a deserter. Oh no.
I know little of your rules, but a promise was made, and her reasoning is understandable. It is her right to turn away from her fear, just as it is anyone else's.
The young man never thought about how to cope with such a situation. He scratches his head, at last arriving at a simple conclusion.
Fine. At least she's still alive. But I can't leave her alone out there. I'll find a way to track her down.
The voice is clear and certain. He's willing and able, no matter how daunting the task ahead.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Charon. Goodbye.
He sets off on the road back to Montpellier. They watch him together, horse and rider, as he disappears into the woods. The long grass hisses? Uh-huh.
Has he gone?
Yeah, there she is, okay. Hi?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the deal here? The girl leaps out from the grass.
Why did you tell him that I'm still alive?
You did not request that it be kept a secret.
Mm-hmm. Yep, well, that's that's your whoopsie.
Fine.
He nods his ascent and begins to shuffle away. Andreas snorts as it circles between them. Meryl pats the horse's cheek.
Charon?
Huh?
Actually, I wasn't serious, you know, when I said I wanted to become a gravekeeper here.
Okay.
The dead need no company, and every tombstone will one day fall to decay. In the end, time will pull us all into the sea of oblivion. Nothing in this world is immortal.
The young girl scratches at the fabric covering her face. The tension of being a deserter seems to make her skin itch.
Right. Well, anyway, the gravekeeper joke was a bad one, I admit it. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not sure where to go next. I mean, who else can I depend on besides the Foundation? I definitely don't want to get caught by Manus Vindictae, that's for sure. Trust me, you don't want to know what they were doing in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not the Antarctica in this era. The one from before. Anyway, my point is, I can't deal with them on my own.
I know Charon is a bit of a weird case here, but are you And I know you're deserting and everything, but telling random people about the about the storm?
But I can still do something. Like dealing with troublemaking critters. So, if you need that kind of help, maybe we can travel together. I trust you.
My path will have little safety.
That's alright. I'll just run off when danger comes.
In that case, follow me. We will take a detour to avoid entering territories under the Foundation's surveillance.
He retrieves the familiar chocolates from his coat. They're unmelted and cool to the touch, despite having been kept so close to his body. I mean, not that Charon has a bloodstream or temperature.
If you're hungry, these can be returned to you. Andreas will carry you, should you go tired.
The soldier who has at last escaped war nods with joy.
Got it!
Okay, interesting. So, considering he was kind of indicating it, I guess he's heading also towards the Eastern
The revision
Front.
to the Storm Reformation Act has been added to the agenda, and the committee will soon begin the next round of discussion. You'll need to attend the meetings as well.
So what I was saying, he's heading to the Eastern Front, and I guess she's gonna go with him. So she's gonna end up there anyway. Okay.
Recent events have given the Hawks a stronger voice, and they are in favor of expanding the authority and budget of Team Timekeeper.
Thank you.
Stay ready, Burton.
Understood.
This is also so very interesting. This entire main story chapter had literally almost zero Burton. Burton was there sprinkled like seasoning. Oh, sorry. Foundation staff and committee members hurried through the hallway. I was busy with my own bullshit. Just as they exited Miss Z's office, they met with a familiar voice.
Timekeeper.
Oh, Kryos, hi.
Were you waiting for me?
No, just a happy coincidence. I'm glad to know that you remember me.
Of course. Your decisiveness saved the lives of many soldiers on the battlefield. I also heard that the Doves agreed to further implement your frontline contingency plan after the Monpay crisis was resolved.
Huh. I'm surprised to see you're interested in politics.
I'm not interested, just informed.
Kryos brushes aside the topic without comment.
I've been wanting to speak with you since our last meeting was cut short, but this certainly isn't the place for a proper conversation either. Contact me if you're interested. I have some very valuable information for you, I'm sure, both about the Foundation and about...
Erd? Erd? Excuse me, Erd? What do you mean you have information on Erd? Seeing the expected reaction, he smiles and hands over an envelope.
I look forward to hearing from you. I'm sure we will make excellent collaborators.
Excuse me, Timekeeper.
Sonetto rushes over, looking at the red-haired man with a mix of suspicion and confusion.
Oh, Mr. Kryos. Do you have an urgent matter you'd like to discuss with the Timekeeper? I can arrange a meeting for you if necessary.
No need for that. I was just saying hello. Until next time. Timekeeper. Miss Sonetto.
He gives a nod, slight but confident, then takes his leave.
Timekeeper, is there something wrong?
It's nothing. You seem a little anxious, Sonetto. What's the matter?
Sonetto takes out her communicator.
Timekeeper, you need to look at this. It's an important message.
Sent from... Lilia?
Oh, hi.
I've been on a mission on the Eastern Front, under the direct orders of Admiral Som. Guess what I found? Capitan. An Xeno outpost without...
And Xeno outpost without...
From the looks of it, I think it's the... rebels.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I can tell in more detail. Call me back as soon as you can.
So... she found Igor's group, I guess. The message ends in a burst of static.
I tried to contact Miss Lilia after receiving the message, but I couldn't get through. She mentioned Xeno rebels. This is worrying.
Could it be Igor? Lilia might be in trouble. Sonetto, I think we'd better pay another visit to Madame Z.
Madame Z, when's the next chapter? It's out already. What? Okay. That's an interesting cliffhanger there. Okay, let's see. 2 things and 1 more visit to the Sandbox. Yeah, this is the last... this is the last thing. Okay. Okay, let's see. Free intelligence. Intelligence may be priceless, but it never comes free. Check intelligence in quotes. Burn after reading. Oh boy. What the fuck am I looking at here? Someone falling? Due to unexpected circumstances, I had temporary access to an incomplete report. While the information it contained was too fragmented to understand the complete situation, it did reveal one fact. Xeno and the Foundation have been secretly working on storm research. This work is entirely separate from any known research and lies beyond the scope of security clearance. Okay. What is particularly concerning is that the majority of Foundation staff and Laplace personnel appear completely unaware of these covert operations. The mere existence of such hidden activities is in itself deeply concerning. Oh, is this the thing, the letter that Kreus gave to Wharton? Is this why he wants to talk to her then? Because he found out that the Foundation was doing, together with Xeno, secret storm research. Ooh, that's concerning. Okay, and for the conch, time to go.
I'm sorry, but I think it's time you left.
Why?
There will be little more to see here.
Uh-huh. But the war isn't over yet. See you next time. But the war isn't over yet.
What difference does it make? Earthquakes, floods, famine, plague, robbery, car crashes. A slip in the shower. War is just one catastrophe among many. It's not worth your attention. At least this war is not. That is all. Hurry along to the Eastern Front. Check on your friend. I will pray for her.
Okay, let's see what the other message is.
There will be little more to see here.
See you next time.
Next time? Are you so intrigued by the life of a pension-drawn widow?
Okay, she calls herself a widow. Okay. She literally calls herself widow. I guess we have the nickname. Okay, literally widow, huh?
I would decline, but my upbringing demands otherwise. How unfortunate. Well, perhaps it's better to drink dirty water beneath the eaves than to eat dust on the battlefield.
Uh-huh.
That is all. Hurry along to the Eastern...
And this is the same thing at the end. Okay, so she literally calls herself a widow. Okay, cool. I guess we have the full-on nickname for her now. Widow. Alright, what's in the Sandbox? The last visit. Oh my god, okay, that's a lot of interesting shit here. Okay, with the bottom row first, from left to... Let's just go from left to right, that's probably the best thing here. Meryl. If you need that kind of help, maybe we can travel together. With Charon's help, Meryl successfully avoids being found by Beagle, though she's a little annoyed when he lets it slip that she's still alive. She is determined to leave the Foundation, yet has no clear idea of where to go next, and wants nothing to do with Manus Vindictae. Charon seems to be the only person she can truly rely on. In the end, Charon agrees to go with her and promises to help keep her hidden from the Foundation's watch. For someone worn down by war, it is the first time in a long while that she feels a sense of safety. Oh, that's kinda sweet. Also, it reminds me right now that she's very young still, compared to her other companions in the squad. Charon, your war is over, Paul. The front grows quiet. Soon, there are no more souls to guide. With his task complete, Charon buries the last of Paul on the hill beside his friends. His horse Andreas returns, joined by Blackbird Morel, who chooses to accompany them. Brought together by fate, the three now form a small fellowship. Their journey leads them toward the Eastern Front. 12 Squad. Beagle Paravian follows Charon's horse, Andreas, to the graveyard, confirming the animal has no ties to Manus Vindictae before preparing to leave. Just before heading off, he casually brings up Blackbird Morel, another 12 Squad member, and is told that she is still alive. On learning that she has been deliberately avoiding Foundation searches, he reacts with quiet concern rather than surprise. It appears that even her fellow squad member sees Morel as someone who struggles to manage on her own and as someone they genuinely feel the need to worry about. Oh, that's kind of sweet. He worries about her, but oh boy. Yeah, okay. Okay, and what do we have over here? Lilia. From the looks of it, I think it's the rebels. I've been on a mission on the Eastern Front under the direct orders of Admiral Som. Is this really just her entire message? Yeah, it is, blah blah blah. I can tell more detail. Call me. Okay, Lilia's transmission cuts. Concerned that Lilia could be in danger, Verton prepares to take action. This entire block is literally her message. Okay. That's not what I wanted to click. That's what I wanted to click. Node. The Hawks have gained power. The Storm Reformation Act has been amended and there's new intel on Earth. A tangled mess of factors now threatens to shake the fragile Eastern Front. Okay. Also, by the way, I know I can just click between this stuff with the arrow keys here, but I want a bit more control because I never know to what next it's gonna jump to. Okay. Burton. With the Western Front stabilizing, revisions to the Storm Reform Act are now underway. Thanks to recent events, the Hawks have gained influence and strongly support expanding the Timekeeper's team, rights, and budget. An advantage for her. Back at HQ, Kraus meets the Timekeeper again and reveals he holds interrelated to Erd, piquing her interest. Sonetto delivers Lilia's contact info. There's trouble brewing on the Eastern Front too. Okay, interesting. And that is the chapter, huh? Okay. Before I give my full thoughts on the chapter, time to do the usual thing, and that is to watch the trailer for the chapter before we finish this off, and then we can get a few words out about this whole thing. So let's do that. Oh yeah, this is supposed to come out today. Okay, so it is a short animation. Okay, I will not be slotting this into today's episode. Today's episode is already long enough. Also, this just came out, and I don't wanna literally include it on an episode that will come out on the same day. This is official animation. I'm gonna let this sit for a while. Maybe I'm gonna include it in the next episode or the episode afterwards. We'll see, but I'll definitely. I hope this is okay to watch and not get flagged for this. That's another reason why I want this to to sit for a bit. But definitely gonna watch this at some point. Anyway, I need to find the trailers for this chapter. Oh yeah, wow, this was literally followed up by by Midnight Whistle. Okay, I think the only trailer out of here that I can actually watch is the main trailer. This is the character trailer for Sentinel, and this is the one for Charon, and the rest is EPs and garment trailers and stuff, which is fine. Okay, I guess only main trailer it is. Character trailers will come later once once these character stories are going to be back in the game. Then we're gonna watch those. Anyway, main trailer. Alrighty then, main trailer. Let's go.
What was it that we wanted? To be remembered as heroes. Or to perish and be forgotten.
The immediate first imagery immediately.
We never had a choice.
Immediately like I'm watching a war movie.
The flames of perdition follow at your heels.
Oh, the guy she was chasing.
You killed them all. But you may yet be cleansed.
Stop. Stay away from me.
Repent.
Jesus Christ. Yep. Exactly that scene.
What are you? You goddamn monster.
We have a situation. The Colonel was just taken out within our safe zone.
Ah, there's Marsha.
Who are you?
We do have a confirmed sighting.
Who are you? Your future girlfriend.
The Manus are probably lurking nearby. Take Marsha with you. Find them.
Is that our... Oh! Here he gets a model? Come on, could you have not given the boy a model in game? Okay, that's 3D. As per usual, always getting spooked by the 3D in the trailers. The fuck am I watching? A Warframe kill cam for a tank? Oh, sorry, Warframe, War Thunder.
Has deeply shaken our faith and our resolve.
I'll come find you after the war ends. How does that sound?
I now know the true cause of the conflict, and I have seen the face of the true enemy. Farewell, Charon.
I want you to save yourself.
On the 11th hour, this war will come to an end.
Yeah, on the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month. At the 11th minute. Okay. Okay, this was a very...
Calm yourself. Would you join me in prayer?
How to put this best? Very tame... Very tame trailer. In, like, regards to spoilers and everything. They really didn't put much of a spoiler into anything outside of showcase that it's war themed, showcase that we're in World War I essentially. Manus is obviously there. Yes, actually surprising compared to the trailer for the previous chapter. This one was actually very tame.
Sacrifice holds meaning only in its warning. Life is delicate and easily lost. Ich will den Tod nicht bringen.
Okay.
Thanks to your careful maintenance, my color stays beautiful and fresh.
That's a very cute design. Oh yeah, this is where you got this this skin as well.
So many letters, but I'll get them all out in a jiffy. The wind will lead the way.
Actually, How?
Yeah. Who could have guessed I'd
Oh, this is where the skin is from.
Probably didn't even break anything. Do I still gotta pray for them?
Okay, okay, okay.
You're headed for
Looks very cool.
Time to let our muscles do the talking. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, it doesn't change his complete animation. Just adds the skin into the whole thing. But anyway, Flutter Page, how many life to these skins does she have at this point? Like that change her stuff around. I think she has like 2, right? Oh, very interesting. Is it just me? Is it just me, or for a main story patch, this? I mean, the usual stuff is there, but for a main story patch, did that feel a bit tamer compared to some other patches? Not talking about the last one. The last one was a story, or rather act finale, so I don't know, this one feels like it's a bit more tamer. I feel like usually main story patches are maybe a bit bigger, but this might just be me. Anyway, alright then, so this is the entire chapter, huh? Let me see how the next thing looks like. Nice, the campaign sale, right, that was the next chapter overall. Alright, one more chapter! One more chapter! I know the next patch is gonna be another main story chapter, but one more chapter! And I can continue directly with that one! Okay. Very interesting. Feels weird to be almost there. Feels very weird. But yeah, anyway, this chapter was definitely quite something. Like, the whole... I think I said this already at the beginning in the first part, when we started off with this chapter, that they definitely did their research and definitely nailed down how just the oppressiveness of war feels like. That whole just atmosphere and feeling of the trenches and everything definitely leaves you with an impression from start to finish. And the depiction of how the soldiers fare with it, how they're dealing with it and everything. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Hit all the emotional highs that it had to. And had a couple of surprises as well in there as well. When it comes to like background happenings and everything. Plus which characters showed up and stuff like that. And also on top of it, Verton not even being part of the chapter outside of like appearing here and there when we swap back to the Foundation was also very interesting. Yeah, this whole chapter was pretty much just the characters who were on the front lines and the usual suspects that we follow around for the main story were not even there. kinda interesting and a tiny bit refreshing, honestly. Talking from an Arcanist's perspective, this main story chapter feels pretty much how most or the vast majority of side stories feel in Arcanists, where it's always completely different characters, both the new pullable characters and a completely different cast and everything, because it's a side story taking place in a place and country that is far away from your faction that you're part of, Rhodes Island and stuff like that, but you're following just these characters as they're dealing with their own shit, and they're finding ways to overcome hurdles and stuff like that. So it kind of felt like that, but this one's a main story. But yeah, overall, very, very, very strong chapter with both the characters and the writing and the things they're facing. Very interesting as well, lore on the gargoyles that they've implemented into the chapter here. How they lived, how they live, and Sentinel is definitely a very ballsy character, but also a very, very strong-willed character in a sense. Honestly, I've been thinking it during the whole scene where she's resisting the demon and telling it to basically fuck off. I've been thinking it that she's kind of slightly reminds me of how the oh my god, I keep forgetting what they're called. I'm thinking of a legion of battle-hardened just female warriors from the Warhammer 40k universe. Sisters of something, I can't remember right now. Shit, what was the name? Right. Sisters of Battle, that was the name. That's what I was thinking of. Pretty much in order of all female combatants that is essentially just resisting the temptations of the warp by sheer willpower. Just staving of their faith being so strong that they don't that they cannot get influenced by the warp and the chaos. Kind of that whole scene with the demon trying to push her over the edge kind of reminded me of the Sisters of Battle, just Sentinel version, and a bit of a lighter version, of course, than the Warhammer version, but kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, also the reveal, very interesting reveal of which again was, considering they brought it up that Agnes is probably just completely petrified. They brought it up at one point that if a gargoyle screws up the petrification, they can just petrify themselves, which is very scary, honestly. That can happen, but makes, I guess, logical sense, especially if she was not used to doing it or something. But Sentinel's dad did word it also very interesting, in a very interesting way, that he said something about it being like a screwed up ritual that she was trying to perform. So I don't know what the case is with that, but maybe I'm gonna have to wait for Sentinel's character story to be brought back into the game just to figure out what the shit they mean by that, but we'll see. Those will come back into the game eventually, and then I will play through those. But for now, I can't, because they're not here. But I'm looking forward to them. But yeah, outside of that, Sentinel definitely very interesting, headstrong, and pretty strong character in general, with her own little dilemmas that she has to face every now and then. Marsha, I guess, considering Marsha was pullable with the next chapter when that was introduced, I guess Marsha is also gonna be part of the next chapter to some extent, so I'm looking forward to see a bit more of her character development, because in this one we did get a bit of background knowledge on her, as in that she was a knight and now isn't essentially anymore, but I am looking forward to hearing more about her, because this chapter was obviously doing more for Sentinel than for just Marsha. I do like the pairing between the two of them. It's very, very cute. It's very cute. I can see it. Probably, very interestingly enough, probably one of the strongest presented or very strongly hammered in Yuri ships in this game so far, maybe. Because it seems to be a mutual thing as well, so that's kind of super wholesome on top of it, but very funny. But yeah, interesting. The whole shit that is happening in the Foundation is also quite the plot point right now. I mean, again, like I was saying, makes sense that the Foundation would be, well, one faction in the Foundation would be wanting to arm themselves and get more military personnel onto their side because of the fact that Manus Vindictae is now building up an army, considering that Arcana is back and they pretty much have someone who can supply them with, well, supply them, who they pretty much have a robust leadership now again because of Arcana. So yeah, makes sense that they're gonna be way more organized again, that they are gonna be pushing a lot more now, especially because Arcana is way more powerful now than she was the last time, so that's even more concerning. But yeah, interesting direction. Pretty much everything is escalating, but it's escalating in kind of like a bit of a realistic case here of both sides going the army route. I do wonder how the Foundation will be faring in the future if they are truly now building up an army of their own, especially if they're poaching army personnel from the battlefield we were on just now and bringing them into the fold. That's also very concerning. And if they really pull like 100,000 soldiers at minimum from there, that's a pretty strong army immediately. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. The nations are not gonna like that. They really will not like that, but yeah, it really just feels like the Foundation and Manus Vindictae at this point are really just the GDI and the nod from the old Command and Conquer games. It really just feels like we're just watching GDI face off against Nod, with the only difference being that they don't have a very sometimes funny but also very charismatic bold man leading them, but they have a very, in another sense of the word, bold woman leading them. A bit of wordplay, but yeah, very interesting how that is gonna fare out for the Foundation. I see problems on the horizon as always for the Foundation. They never get a respite, but we'll see how that goes. Kratos also being the guy who pushes for more a militaristic approach here. Makes sense. Again, the stuff that he was presenting is very, very logical, honestly. Like, yeah, Manus is building an army. We need an army of our own if we want to respond to them. Makes absolute sense, but at the same time, it's a risky, as the Dove faction is presenting, it's a very risky thing to do, because who the hell knows how the Foundation is now going to be seen by the world once they amass a force of their own. People are not gonna be readily like either listening to them immediately or jumping to their to the rescue essentially, or something like that. Because why should they? They have their own forces. Why would they need our help, right? Kind of mindset. But yeah, he's an interesting guy. I wonder how his presence is gonna be in the next chapter, if he's gonna be much there. But again, we'll see. We shall see. Plus, considering that Meryl is apparently now with Charon, and they're also going to the east, also gonna be very interesting to see if the two of them are gonna appear. Sorry, three of them. I forget the horse. If the three of them will appear in the next chapter too. But that would be interesting to see. I do wonder if the next time Meryl appears in the story, if they're actually gonna give her a slight redesign, because she's not gonna be part of the Foundation now anymore. So she might do like a bit of a rope change, but we'll see. But yeah, outside of that, very good chapter. Very good, very emotionally powerful chapter overall, and I'm looking forward to the next story chapter. But first, before we jump into the next main story chapter and continue this chase to be up to date, next episode after this, again, like I said at the beginning, is gonna be the collaboration story, the Atomic Heart collab. It's probably gonna be just like the Enigma one, where I did like just a single episode to cover the whole thing. Probably gonna do the same thing here, cover everything in one single episode, and then just call it there. And then we go back to main story. But yeah, we'll do all of that then in the next episode. Cover that entire collab in one single go, and see how we continue then afterwards. With the main story, of course. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are as well. But for now, I need to chill a bit. This was a long recording session once more, and yeah. Need to review a bit of my footage through this whole chapter and see some stuff again while I'm editing. Just to hammer some information down into my brain. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like. It would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. Like I always say, no video will be behind a membership. It's purely there for support. So thank you very much for all the members already doing so. Much appreciated. And yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.